Welcome all, one and all, to Mingus Union High School, home of the Mingus Marauders here. The Mingus Marauders 2-0 will have a matchup that they've never had before. The Mesquite Wildcats come to town. Carson Sandoval's along with us, and these two squads have never matched up in history. This will be a first right here on Verde Valley TV and KYBC here tonight.
Yeah, looking forward to this matchup tonight. We know Mesquite's dropping down from the 5A level, so it's going to be a good test here for Mingus. Just under 90 degrees, coming in at 88 degrees around kickoff. Another lovely night for some football. Nothing like Friday Night Lights. Well,
I guarantee you it is cooler in the stands if you're going to come out and watch and cheer on here today than it is in the press box. A little less humidity, I'll give you that one. So once again, Mingus and Mesquite never gone up against each other. Our first meeting when we come back and we get into our Vinny's Pizza pregame report. We're going to talk about the JV game. We're going to talk about the matchup. We're going to talk about some numbers and some stats when we return to Mingus Union High School after this.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's Markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by a Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Welcome to the Vinny's New York Chef's Pizzeria pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 or even order online today at vinnysnewyorkpizza.com and have pasta, subs, burgers, a specialty pizza, and more delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings now. Let's head back live to the press box for Jackie and Carson.
Welcome one and all to the Vinny's New York Chef Pizza pregame report. And of course, if you want to watch us rumor has it they've got us on all of the TVs out there at Vinny's. That's the corner of 6th Street and the 89A bypass, and that makes Friday night special because Sunday is the NFL Sunday tickets out there at Vinny's. That's all new to them with their expanded menu item and so much more. We were on the road last night. I'm talking about the JV squad, on the road last night, Carson, and went down to play Mesquite. At halftime, it was still a pretty decent game. Mingus trailed by 9, ended up losing by a score of 37-14. It was, I think it was 23 or 29, something like that, 25-14. 24-14. There we go at halftime.
Yeah.
And Mingus had some mistakes and gave up the ball down deep in their own territory. A fumble recovery for a touchdown, a bad snap, and Mesquite took over the ball on the 10-yard line. So there were mistakes in the first half that are certainly correctable. And then the second half was a battle. Holy cow, it was a battle. Mesquite had more numbers. No doubt about it, and it's something that we're going to probably see here tonight. Something that we saw last week against Sholo. Mingus and Sholo had about the same numbers, but both squads pretty much had kids going both ways.
Yeah, a lot of kids going both ways, and being a player, former player, I played both ways, played some special teams. That will wear you out. At halftime, you're waiting for halftime to come so you can get that little break. And then, you go into the second half and you try to catch your second win. But it's tough, especially for the guys playing on all three phases of the game. Tonight is going to be, a little bit different for Mingus. Mesquite, they have more players out there than Mingus does. They got a big team. They're going to be ready to go. Mingus is going to have to try their best to slow them down, come in and really focus on their defensive technique tonight to get a lot of big stops. Going back to last week, though, Mingus had a great win, 55-32 over the Cougars, and coming out of that game, a lot of big stats. We got actually in 4A, we have the leading rusher and Alex Nelson. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Right.
And in our passing, Antoine Zabala, both leading 4A in their respective categories.
No doubts about it. Speaking of Mingus Marauders, don't forget discounts available at Vinny's for both Mingus players and students. And I'm going to have to talk to them because it doesn't include announcers or coaches on the little paper that I have.
That's got to be a typo.
Absolutely. Don't forget the Marauder Special feeds an entire family dine-in. In fact, they have new dine-in facility areas. If you haven't stopped by, you need to stop by and see the remodeled Vinny's New York Chef Pizza, the 89A bypass and 6th Street in Cottonwood. Let's switch over to Mesquite. Last week they played Campo Verde, and you made mention early in the pregame that coming down from 5A, that is actually rather huge. So that makes them one of the biggest 4A schools, and they're accustomed to 5A competition. So their first two games were against Gilbert. Oh, that's a pretty decent 5A team. Campo Verde, that's a pretty decent 5A team. And Campo Verde struck early in the first half, had a nice lead, but holy cow, did Mesquite come back in the second half.
Yeah, Campo Verde up 22-7 at the half. And then Mesquite holds them to only 3 points in the second half. Mesquite putting up 15 points in the fourth quarter to cut the lead to 3. Just unable to score again to come up with a victory. But another hard-fought game, too, against Gilbert. Big school, Campo Verde, big school. So Mingus is, they have a big test tonight, and Mesquite's looking forward to this game. You come down from 5A, 4A, you should be whipping up on these teams. No, it doesn't work like that, There's some tough teams here in 4A, and Mingus is one of them.
Certainly so, and I do not believe that Mesquite is overlooking Mingus in any way, shape, or form. Mingus has been a consistent playoff contender in 4A, and Mesquite has not won a title since 2001. So, with that said, they're starting to eyeball this 4A division and see what they can do. Last week against Campo Verde, they abandoned the run game, completely went to the passing game, the aerial attack in the second half, and that is what really led their comeback. Not only that, but second half, Campo Verde almost went vanilla with their offense. I mean, it was just really run heavy, up the middle kind of a thing, and Mesquite was able to really control that without much of a problem. We're going to take a break here in our Vinny's pregame report. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the matchup and some of the expectations as well. We'll return to Mingus Union High School after this.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Well, there's the Mini Marauder cheerleaders out here tonight. It is Mini Marauder cheerleader night at Mingus Union High School, which I think is a fantastic thing for these young ladies to get a chance to be on the track and cheer. This has got to be a huge thrill. The biggest crowd they've ever performed in front of before, correct?
Yeah, a lot of people here tonight. You know, you look down there, we see a lot of smiling faces, a lot of cute faces. I'm happy they're here. They're going to do a great job. I look forward to watching them.
Lots of good things happening out here today. You know, if you've noticed in the shots, we have got Old Glory at half-mast out here, of course, for Senator John McCain and his passing earlier in the week. So we wish him and his family well, and of course, a loss to the state. And I know there's going to be a presentation here tonight before our matchup. Tuning in for the matchup, of course, it's Mesquite on the road to come here to Mingus Union High School. Their first visit here, our first matchup ever, which is kind of exciting. And these two squads actually can do both things. They can run and they can throw. So both offenses are really attuned to be able to go both ways.
Yeah, Mesquite led by a sophomore, Ty Thompson. He's averaging 185 yards a game. He's thrown 2 touchdowns on the year. And their running back, senior Chandler Coleman, he's averaging 8.2 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns on the year. So it's going to be a handful for Mingus tonight. Like you said, they can throw it, they can run it. You know, very balanced. It's going to be a fun game tonight.
A lot of power, a lot of spread. In fact, the Wildcats can come at you in multiple directions. They've got receivers that can catch the ball. They spread the ball out to 5, 6, 7 different receivers. Yeah. And we were talking about Coleman. He's a lot like Alex Nelson. Yeah. Not big, but extremely elusive. Finds a little hole, and then all of a sudden you're chasing him down the field, and it's hard to catch. Big quarterback coming out. Thompson, a big quarterback as a sophomore. He is going to be stout in the pocket. I think he is 4th in 4A in throwing the ball and passing yards, where Antoine Zabala for the Mingus Marauders, number 1 in 4A and number 4 in the state. Yeah. By the way, Alex Nelson, number 3 in the state in rushing yards, and he's right up there with touchdowns. He's right up there with points too. So Mingus is representing well in the state stats so far.
They are, yeah. Nelson. I don't know how someone's ahead of Nelson in the state. He's been tearing it up this year. Look forward to seeing him add to that tonight. And not just the running game, but the passing game, catching the ball out of the backfield. He's been tremendous. And Zabala has been hitting those running backs coming out of the backfield perfectly, hitting them in stride. Running backs are able to catch it in open field, make a one-man miss, and get to the end zone. So we'll see. Zabala can keep that up. Although we did have took some big hits last game, so he's a little nicked up. Everybody's able to play tonight, though, thankfully, and we just got to, it's part of the game. You get nicked up, you got to ice and ibuprofen, get back out there.
No doubts about it. Dominic McCauley for the Mingus Marauders, defensive tackle. On the road, lost in the family, lost an uncle. He will not be with us here tonight. Gabe Myers is going to move to the defensive end position, and Gronk is going to move in. Griffin's going to move in to the defensive tackle position for the Mingus Marauders. Leading receiver for the Marauders, Chaz Taylor, with 10 receptions, 195 yards in receiving yards. Alex Nelson has a total of 745 all-purpose yards. As the Marauder fans on their feet out here today, as Mingus, you hear the call coming through the tunnel out here as we're getting ready for football at Mingus Union High School. I love their opening. I love them coming out of the helmet tunnel. And here come the Marauders. 2 Marauder flags, the U.S. flag, the Arizona State flag. Strack's got the state flag. Fabian with the American flag out there. Looks like Rodriguez and Machado with the other flag. That means that we are getting close to football time here. This is going to be our last home game for a while.
Yeah, we've been very lucky to open up 3 home games. I mean, that doesn't happen very often, but we'll take it. It's a great advantage for us. And, you and I don't have to travel very far. Pretty soon I'm going to have to be sitting in a car with you. Great.
There are worse things, are there not? Usually I bring food, right?
Yeah, you're a nice host.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we certainly like to hear. Hey, I think defense is going to make the difference here tonight. One of these 2 defenses is going to be able to step up and be able to stop the other offense more. I'm not saying stop. I'm saying stop them more.
Yeah, Mingus's defense so far this year doing a great job of keeping a lot of the teams out of the end zone. One thing that's been hurting them has been the penalties starting in the third quarters when it's really picked up. They've got to cut that down and force turnovers. If they're able to force the turnovers, win that battle, they could be victorious tonight. But, Mesquite's thinking the same thing. They want to come out, force Mingus into difficult situations, 3rd and longs, which Mingus did a great job converting last week. It's a different opponent tonight, and, Mesquite's going to bring it.
Sholo brought it last week. I was impressed. I was impressed with the Cougars' effort out on the field, and want to do well wishes to number 56 from Sholo. We had mentioned during the last broadcast that there was an ambulance with the back end open, and he was taken into the ambulance. Some concussion symptoms and apparently some sort of injury to the tailbone and the lower back, which is extremely scary. Word is that he is going to, or is expected to have a full recovery. Kind of upset that he can't work weights, get out in the weight room right now. But if that's the worst thing that happens at the moment, I think we're going to be absolutely wonderful with that. But we certainly wish them well. And Sholo came and represented. I mean, they left it on the field, no doubts about it. It was a battle.
Yeah, took an early lead in the second quarter against Mingus, who hadn't been down all year. First sign of adversity Mingus had faced, and they responded well. So we'll see how they respond tonight, because we know Mesquite's ready to come to play. You know that you make that trip, you don't want to waste that time, especially in that hot bus. But you look at these buses; they got pretty nice buses.
Time for our national anthem out here at Mingus Union High School. We'll see if we can get it on.
Your honor tonight have Michaela Gade, Oceana Roll, Charlie Green, and Caitlin Sosa lead us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
All right, what an awesome job out there from the trio here at Mingus Union High School. We're just under a minute on the clock. The coin toss is around the corner. We're going to end our Vinny's New York Chef Pizza pregame report with this thought. Don't forget, Postgame is available at Vinny's. In fact, they'll open late here for all the home games, so you can go out, have pizza, enjoy yourself with family, friends, kids. Bring everybody and enjoy it out at Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. That is the 89A Bypass and 6th Street in Cottonwood. We'll return to Mingus Union High School with the coin toss coming up after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go for others.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
This has been Vinny's New York Chef's Pizzeria pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333. Order online today at Vinny'sNewYorkPizza.com for pickup or delivery and have delicious pasta, subs, burgers, a specialty pizza, and more ready to go by game time. Vinny's Pizza, located at 516 East 89A in Cottonwood. Call them at 646-3333 or online at Vinny'sNewYorkPizza.com. We'll return for the kickoff right after this.
Welcome here to Mingus Union High School, the coin toss. We'll tell you about it in just a second as the captains for the visiting Wildcats, Wyatt Riley, Jamie Barraza, Jacob Henderson, and Trevor Coates, as 4 seniors come out to represent their squad out here today. And Mingus Marauders, who did the Mingus captains have out there?
We had Fabian Jimenez, Candrew Streck, Mr. Joe Machado, and Mr. Rodriguez. Looking for another big game from him tonight.
Yeah, he made, in fact, he is now Rodriguez as far as kicking points and PATs and overall points and all. Third in the state. Right.
When was the last time a Mingus kicker was third in the state in that category?
You go back a few years to Kronk, I think. Woo. But nonetheless, 2 field goals against Sholo.
Awesome.
Back-to-back scoring field goals, which is absolutely wonderful. Mingus Marauders, did we win the toss? I know we're kicking.
Won the toss, chose to defer. You know, what's new? This is actually 3rd game in the row. Mingus has won the toss, deferred, and they'll be kicking off. So it's worked the first 2 times. Why not 3rd time's a charm, right? Can you believe it's already the 3rd game?
I know.
Wow.
Time is flying, no doubts about it. Back for the Wildcats is going to be Corella, as well as number 22 out there, which is going to be Chris Heinz. Running back, linebackers back there, Rodriguez. Made a living of just plopping this ball about 35 yards downfield all last game against Sholo. He'll approach the ball. The cannon's about to rock us as we are underway here at Mingus Union High School. It'll drop right at around the 10-yard line. It'll be taken there on the far side. Cutting back toward the middle. Mingus able to wrap him up. Ooh, Matthew got a hold of something and turned the whole shoulders. And the flag very quickly flies at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, looking down there, I thought maybe he just got the shoulder pads, but number 22 pops off the turf with his helmet taken off in it, and it is going to be face mask against Mingus, so Tech 15 yards onto that return. Unfortunate way to start. The guy's just flying down there trying to make a play, and especially on kickoff. You guys are going full speed. You reach out, you just happen to get the face mask, and unfortunate, but part of the game. And now great field position for Mesquite to start this game.
Their own 39-yard line will be the spot just underway here at Mingus Union High School. Once again, Ty Thompson in the backfield. He has got that Chandler Coleman in the backfield along with him. And that is quite a duel. Once again, a sophomore quarterback, and he is definitely going to be doing something and getting some records here for his junior and for his senior year. Machado had to come off the field, probably an equipment issue. Nelson replaces him out here. We're ready to go. Power to the right-hand side. There goes Coleman as he'll try the right-hand side behind the power and pick up 8.
Yeah, brought down by Nelson and Kendrew. Nelson came in for Machado with the equipment issue, but now Nelson hustling off the field. Machado back out there. And a nice pickup for Mesquite on their opening play.
52 rushes, 570 yards for Alex Nelson. And here comes the rush coming near side. And he'll be caught in the backfield. Flags fly. He's still on his feet. Finally, Mingus will capture him. With the run is Cole Lester, the senior. We'll have to figure out what all the flags are, though.
Yeah, they try to jet sweep to the left side of the field, and it's going to be holding on Mesquite. So take them back and erases their nice play they had on first down.
Now the question is that would have been a loss of about 4 yards. Do you leave it with 3rd and 5, or do you back it up?
It looks like Coach Ortiz has decided to back it up, which, I like the decision. Make them have to go longer for that first down, and you have a chance maybe if they drop back to pass, get a sack, and take them back further in their own territory.
Spread formation now, one back in the backfield for Thompson. Mingus spreads out along with them, 2nd and 15 from their own 29-yard line. Handoff up the middle, captured quickly. There is Streck. Middle linebacker position, great wrap-up, short gain.
Yeah, he read that right away. Came up into the hole, stuffed him for maybe a 1-yard gain. Excellent job of wrapping up. You always try to go in for that big hit, but a lot of times you forget to bring the arms. Not Streck, just Great fundamentals by him right there, and now 3rd and 14.
In the backfield is going to be Coleman. Thompson's there with him. 3 receivers are far side for Mesquite. There's the snap. 3rd and about 14. Quick pass near side. Little thrown out in front of him. Intended receiver was Jacob Walker, and he got a hand on it, but not both.
Yeah, try to set up a screen pass, little bubble screen to the outside. Not the best throw from Thompson. Probably wouldn't have gone anywhere. Mingus all over it, so they forced the punt. But that's just one thing that flags will do to you. Really drive killer. Mingus starts off the game with a flag, a personal foul against them, gives Mesquite excellent field position. Mesquite gets a 7-yard first down run. Great. Flag ends their drive right there, just taking them out of their whole rhythm.
As Jacob will punt, he'll punt to the near side, and it is receivable. Picked up at the 40 across the 50, lowering the shoulders and able to get down into Mesquite territory at the 48-yard line. So Nelson with a decent return. Kind of a wobbly punt out there from Jacob Henderson. And I thought it was interesting that a strong safety was going to go out and do the punt out there, but at least he's in position to play defense.
Yeah,
now.
he is. I don't think he wanted to kick it where he did right there, giving Nelson a whole side of the field to work with. Actually, a great open field tackle over here made by Mesquite. But again, great field position for Mingus. We'll see if they can take advantage of it.
3 receivers far side, a tight end set. Zabala in the backfield. There's the snap. And he hands it off to Nelson, and quickly through the line with the tackle wrapping him up is number 31, and that was quick.
Yeah, that 31 is, he's a no-name. I can't find him on their roster.
Ah.
I got a 30. Got a 34. No 31. That must be their secret weapon out there. What a play.
There you go, loss of 2. Mingus at the Mesquite 45, and a fake handoff thrown across the middle. Great catch out there by Struck. He's got a first down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line, moving the chains, 15 yards.
Yeah, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. Nice job of Streck keeping his focus on the ball and makes the catch with, excellent hands from Streck, gets the first down. And now with all these defenses setting up to stop Nelson, you have to respect the fake handoff to him, so it freezes the defense, freezes everybody in the box, and then Streck just goes right behind the linebackers, and he's been open all year for Mingus.
Nelson switches sides, and it will go power through the right-hand side. A decent gain of about 4, bringing up 2nd and 6. We're just underway. First quarter action, 9:34 on the clock, zeros on the scoreboard. Mingus driving their first possession of the game. Glad you're along with us for Mingus Marauder football. 2nd and 6, the ball just inside the 25-yard line. Zabala goes up, makes some instructions. He's got Nelson in the backfield with him. Looking for the snap, there it is. Pulls it, throws deep, has a man, caught, touchdown! Looks like Mestis the far side, his first receiving touchdown of the year for the senior.
Zabala with an excellent pass right there. Put it right on the money. Froze the cornerback with the little run pass option there, just enough, and throws it over his outstretched hand, and a great catch there from Mestis. Who's had a couple of drops earlier in the year, but does an excellent job bringing that one down, holds on to it, puts Mingus up on the board first.
Rodriguez trying to keep his streak of extra points alive. This one is up and good. Didn't have the big boot behind it, but I'll tell you, in the stat books, it looks like it went 100 yards.
That's
9:07
right.
left to go. Mingus leads 7-0. We'll be back after this.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Rodriguez looking to kick off here for the Mingus Marauders. It's popped up near side. It'll come down, taking it about the 13. Mesquite has it, tries the outside, slips one tackle. Can't get by the other two, taken down at about the 27-yard line. Mesquite, the Wildcats will take over there.
Yeah, Zabala, going back to that touchdown pass, just put it right where he needed to. Only place for his guy to catch the ball. And, he has started out this season on fire. Now, he's really dialed in this season.
In fact, that is the 9th touchdown pass for the senior Zabala here at Mingus Union High School, leading 4A in passing yards. Thompson takes the handoff and will give it to his back, who's still on his feet on the far side of the field. He'll scamper for about 8. I thought he was caught, and breaking free is Coleman once again.
Yeah, Coleman, not a big guy. 5'7", 181 pounds. They might be being nice here on the roster too. That might be with the a helmet on and all his gear. But he's a little guy, but he pumps those legs. He's going to be tough to bring down tonight.
And now he'll try the near side. Goes off tackle, looking to get to the outside. Gets a first down. Matthew comes across, and he goes underneath the tackle, but he'll pick up 5 yards and live to run again.
Yeah, as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Jackie, kind of similar to how Nelson runs the ball. Very quick, elusive, makes a lot of people miss and runs hard.
Spread formation once again. There's the snap. Thompson to throw. Throws far side. Has a man undercut. The reception is made out there, and that is going to be Walker. It's good for about 6 yards, and Mesquite moving the ball quickly out here.
Yeah, they look like this is how they were going to start the game, but a penalty slowed them down. So far, a clean series here. They are moving the ball.
There's the handoff. It goes to Coleman again. This time he'll get wrapped up on the far side of the field. In fact, Streck is in on that tackle. Machado is there, and the defensive and Hayden all wrap it up and bring up a 3rd and reasonable, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I think Thompson, if he could redo that play, he'd want it back. Handed it off there with about 4 Mingus defenders right in Coleman's face. That one, you probably got to pull that one.
Big down here, empty backfield now for the Wildcats. They put a man in motion, comes to the near side. There's the snap. Quarterback's looking to throw. Throws up underneath. Great comeback catch out there from Coleman at the 41-yard line for a first down and about 10 yards. And everybody is backing up. There is a flag on the play, though.
Yeah, that was an excellent catch. Ball thrown behind him. Stops, twists his body, dives back, and able to secure it. Still not sure what the flag is, but they got the chains moving.
Sideline warning.
Warning.
Yep, sideline warning.
You get those warnings, and then you got that one coach that just goes barking down the sideline. Everybody back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's usually my job for the JV squad. All right, spread formation once again. Empty backfield, it appears. 7:15, 7:14 left to go. First quarter, Mingus leading 7-0, but Mesquite driving at the Marauder 41-yard line. Man in motion, comes across, that's Lester. Quarterback throws, has a man, it's underneath, caught for a first down, and down to the 26-yard line out there. And that's going to be completed to number 12, Andrew Morris.
Yeah, Morris, freshman, 6'1", 175-pound freshman. Actually, ball was kind of late to him. You'd think it's a good thing maybe he catches that on the run. He's probably still going. Nice job of Mingus secondary to bring him down there, keep him out of the end zone. But Mesquite continuing to move the ball here. But I think we have an ejection. That looked to be a face mask call from the ref, and then he motioned, like old baseball umpire. He's gone. I'm not sure though.
Well, we're going to have to see who's actually going to be departing the field. And Colby Fanning's coming over to the side. I think he's just coming over for instructions. He's not walking off the field. No, he's coming back out. Haven't been given a sign here as to who it is against, though. And we are going to have a personal foul on the Wildcats. Personal foul and an ejection on the Wildcats. Now, I didn't happen to see anything, so you wonder whether or not the personal foul may have been of the vocal variety.
Could have been, and you know, I don't. Now, is there a way where your first one can be your automatic ejection, or I thought you had to get 2.
You're supposed to get 2 personal fouls unless something is absolutely that bad.
Yeah, when
that bad. If you're fighting or oof.
Yeah, I mean, watching the play, I didn't see any extracurricular activity.
And I'm trying to figure out who may have been ejected. Hard to say because the freshman Morris walked off the field, but that doesn't mean anything. He may have just been out for this particular play. So the ball is at the 41-yard line. 6:58 left to go. 7-0, Mingus leading, and it will now be 1st and 10, okay, because they picked up a first down on the pass play. So then they backed it up 15 yards, and apparently the foul happened after the play, a dead ball foul. So that's why we have 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
And I'm getting word that it was number 55, Thor Duncan, senior offensive lineman and a defense lineman for the Mesquite Wildcats.
There's the snap, and quarterback has got to throw the ball early, overthrows it. Good coverage on the far side of the field. Jimenez did a great job and was able to break that one up.
Excellent job of Jimenez right there, playing using the sideline to his advantage, kind of, using his body to shield the receiver over there, and really nowhere for Thompson to put that ball.
Trips to the near side, 2nd and 10. First quarter action once again. Mingus leading 7-0. Quarterback takes the snap, will throw the little outside pitch. It goes to Lester. Lester gains good yardage. Gets close to a first down. That's going to depend on where they mark that ball. The little bubble screen does go for 11 and moves the chains.
Yeah, he could thank number 7, Jacob Henderson, wide receiver on the outside here with a big block to free up Lester for the nice second down run there.
Only the 4th reception for Lester, who's still out there on the far side. Trips. They're going to throw the other way. They throw it to him once again. He cuts it back inside. Mingus able to contain this one, but it's still good for 6.
Yeah, it looks like Mesquite's starting to, go with a little bit of a hurry-up offense, some quick hitters to the outside, to the running backs, get them involved, get them some touches early. And it's so far it's working. The only thing that's really stopping Mesquite right now is penalties.
Looking to the sideline for instructions out there. They're going to get instructions. They use wristbands just like a lot of teams out there. Spread formation, 1 back in the backfield. In front of the quarterback, though, there's the snap, and they're going to do a quick throw down inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line out there. Looking for a number. That's 12 again. That's Morris.
Yeah, that's the wide receiver Morris finding some separation on the quick slant. And Thompson doing a nice job putting it right on the numbers.
Another 12 yards on that reception, and quickly back to the line. Here come the Wildcats. Low snap. Quarterback picks it up. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. It could be a turnover. There's going to be a fight for it up underneath.
Yeah.
Big hit as the running back turned his back to the defense.
And it is a big fight down there. Oh, and Mesquite comes out of that pile with the ball. It looked for sure that Mingus was going to be able to jump on it. I think Chaz was down in there in the pile, but like you were saying, Jackie, a huge fight down there, and you don't want to be at the bottom of that pile. Mesquite very fortunate right there that they didn't lose that. Low snap, had to rush to get the handoff. As soon as the handoff happened, a big hit, ball pops up, and it was a free for anybody to get, and Mesquite, lucky to come out of there with it again to keep this drive alive.
So they'll have the ball at the 15-yard line now, and 3rd down, empty backfield. Thompson looks, throws, quick slant, touchdown! Number 7 with the catch. That's Jacob Henderson. That's their leading receiver, and Mesquite is an extra point away from tying this one up at Mingus Union High School.
Yeah, Mesquite was living with that slant on the outside there, multiple receivers running it for Mesquite. Mingus giving a little bit of a cushion there. Definitely going to have to make an adjustment coming out next series. Mesquite, that just, Mingus so close to getting that fumble. They don't come up with it. Next play, touchdown.
Kicker comes out. That's going to be Wojcik. And there's a snap, good hold. The kick is up, looks good. Referees with their arms above their head says we are tied with 5:01 left to go in the first quarter here at Mingus Union High School. We'll be back after this. Back here at Mingus Union High School, the Wildcats from Mesquite will be kicking off for the second time. Mingus scored first in the first quarter. Mesquite just finished their drive to tie it up 7-7. Mesquite, if you're not familiar with them, down in the Gilbert area, and just came down from 5A. So they have been a bigger school, obviously going to be one of the biggest 4A schools out there. And little bloop kick to the far side, and it will hit and will be picked up by the Mingus Marauders. It's returnable, coming to the near side, looking for a block. It's got to get to the outside, can't. Tried to bounce around, it was Nelson, and great open field tackle out there by the Wildcats.
That was Raymond Corella, and there's not too many people who are going to be able to make that tackle on Nelson in the open field like that. I mean, he broke down, didn't go for a big hit, stayed in front and able to bring Nelson down. Credit to him. That was an excellent open field tackle.
I've tackled Nelson before. I have.
Oh, Jackie.
No, I'll get him 1 out of 20 times when I guess right.
Yeah. And I think when you tackle, I think you tripped and I think you stuck your foot out, maybe.
Memory's going too, really, honestly. Mingus spread formation, tight end in the set. Mingus will hand off. Mingus follows it. There goes Nelson, scampering to the outside. And close to a first down, may have the first down, as he ran into that outside corner, got off his block, and 11 yards and a first down for the Mingus Marauders.
That was Corella again making the tackle. Nice run from Nelson there, cutting it back, picking up the first down. That's how you want to start a drive after you give up some points. I think this game started how we thought it would start. Got both teams coming out, playing fast, throwing the ball.
2 men in the backfield for the Mingus Marauders. Zabala's back there, takes the snap, hands it off, and trying the left side is going to be Nelson. He'll fall forward for a decent gain of about 5, and he has got 4. He's got 4 carries on the game so far with 18 yards. As our 100-yard watch begins earlier and earlier each game, right?
Yeah. I think he's got a good chance again to reach that century mark.
Certainly so. He's certainly proven the ability to do so. 2nd and 5, the ball at the 37 for the Mingus Marauders. Jimenez goes into motion from the right side to the left. And here comes Nelson, burst through a hole. He'll get close to a first down. It'll depend on the spot out there. Had his hole and it closed up, but able to get into the secondary. They're going to mark that one short by just about a yard.
Yeah, that was Cameron Clinton, sophomore, number 8 for the Wildcats, coming from his free safety position. Nice play there to keep Nelson short of the first down.
42-yard line, there's the snap. Nelson looking for a way to get through. The little trap works, he's patient. And the tackle out there by number 10, and that's going to be Galvin Burke, but not until Mingus picks up a first down with another 4-yard run out there by Nelson.
Yeah, nice drive here. Mingus coming out all runs to start this possession. Nelson being the workhorse here. Credit up front to that offensive line, opening up some holes for him, and then Nelson, like you said, patient runner, doing what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
Trips to the far side of the field, and they're going to throw to that side of the field. That's going to be Streck. He's got a block. Ooh, getting off the block and able to make the tackle, and then a flag comes out on the far side of the field.
Yeah, this is going to be holding on Jimenez. He just tackled his man in front of him.
Who then tackled Streck.
Yeah, who then tackled Streck.
Yeah.
He was all over the place.
So that's going to be an important penalty, and it'll back up the Mingus Marauders, their second penalty in the game.
Yeah, this was same scenario for Mesquite earlier in the game. Get the ball, you start driving, penalties, take you back. The penalties are drive killers, and they're give coaches gray hairs.
7-7 the score, just under 3 minutes in the first quarter. Spread formation even for the Mingus Marauders. Zabala looks to take the snap. There it is. They're going to throw to the near side. It's going to be Streck on the run. Tries to stiff arm a man who able to come up and tackle him. Decent gain. Shortens the down, but it's still going to be second and about 14.
Yeah, Mingus just decides to go same play, opposite side. Nice little pickup, but again, a great open field tackle from this Mesquite Wildcat team.
Well, if Mesquite does anything, they actually come downhill very quickly.
Yep. You can see that in just watching them. They all fly to the ball. They do play downhill. Now it looks like someone's going to have to run off the field here, maybe another equipment issue.
That's going to be number 3. That's Holden Owen, senior outside linebacker, who will get replaced by number 30 coming in.
Yep, that's Trevor Smith, freshman, another freshman on this roster.
And there's the snap, and there goes Nelson. Nelson looking for a block, gets one to the outside. He's down to the 40. First down, Mingus, as he'll pick up the 14 he needs and give him another 20 yards on the rumble.
Yeah, nice run there from Nelson. Chaz with an excellent block on the outside, and you could kind of see when Nelson saw that big hole, you just see that little burst he had to get to the outside, and able to keep this drive going for Mingus.
So 2 quick passes to Streck, and then back to Nelson for the Mingus Marauders. Everybody checks their wrists. Trips to the far side for Mingus. Zabala looking to take the snap from the Mesquite 39-yard line. They're going to put Streck in motion. There's the snap, and looking to throw. And Zabala's got a scramble, throws downfield, has a man. Jimenez breaks through. He's at the 15 and tackled at the 10. Jimenez came back to catch that ball and puts the Mingus Marauders down to the Mesquite 10-yard line.
Mingus goes with the run pass option. They fake the little hitch to Streck on the outside, and it's a hitch and go, and they look for him deep, but the cornerback on covering Streck stays home, doesn't bite for the fake. And so Zabala has to pull it down and look for someone else. And wide open on the other side of the field. Was that him? Who was it? Jimenez?
That was Jimenez, yeah.
Just wide open, makes a great catch. And I thought he was gone for the end zone. Corella just hit another speed there and was able to catch him.
Here comes the Mingus Marauders. Oh, Zabala's going to be sacked in the backfield. Number 44 comes through and puts a big lick on the Mingus Marauder quarterback. That one broke down, and that's going to – the sack will back him up 5 yards. It'll be second and goal from the 15.
Yeah, that was credit Zabala for holding on to the ball right there. As soon as he turned around, he had 2 guys in his face. Comes up a little bit slow, but, I mean, who wouldn't after taking a hit like that?
I wouldn't get up. That's why I like the safety of the press box. What are you kidding about? Jackie Bessler, Carson Sandoval, 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. 7-7, Mingus driving at the Mesquite 15-yard line. There's the snap. Zabala throws, had his man. It was Jimenez, threw it a little bit low. First incompletion of the game out there for Antoine Zabala.
Wow, first completion, huh?
First incompletion, yeah.
He has been spot on tonight. That was, if you're going to miss low right there. Don't want anything to get tipped up into the air and have an interception.
Certainly not. Mingus out there once again, 3rd and goal. Now, do you try to get half of it here, or what do you do?
I would I'd go for the end zone here, and then if Mingus doesn't get this, trust in your kicker who's got a hot foot right now.
2 receivers on either side for the Mingus Marauders. They're going to send Streck in motion, load up the left side. There's the snap. They hand it off. There goes Nelson. Nelson will get bottled up, bounces to the outside. Inside the 15, down to the 13. Only picks up 2, and that's going to move the ball to the far hash line at the 13-yard line. And decision time here. Here comes Rodriguez.
Yeah, they try to catch Mesquite off guard there. It looks like an obvious passing situation. They try to maybe, catch him sleeping with Nelson right up the middle, but they do a good job staying home. And now Rodriguez will come out, and I like this call from Coach Ortiz. He's Rodriguez's confidence has got to be at an all-time high right now, and let him continue to do his thing.
Holder out there is going to be Chaz Taylor for the Marauders. It's going to be a 30-yard field goal. There's the snap. There's the hold. It's down. The kick is up. It is far enough, and it is no good. It is off to the left. With 5 seconds left to go, we're going to keep it here. And 5 seconds left to go. An opportunity missed by the Marauders leaves the scoreboard 7-7.
Yeah, definitely had enough leg on it. Just left. You know, from our angle, can't see how much. It looked good from here, but you know, we're not standing under the goalpost. So what do we know from up here?
Everything looks good from here.
It does.
Yep. So it looks like Mesquite's going to take over with the ball at the 20-yard line as if it was a touchback. And here comes Mesquite with one more play opportunity here in the first quarter, and it's going to be a run as the scat back comes through. Power and keeps the legs rolling is Coleman, and he'll pick up a few, give him about 4 yards on the carry. As we go into the end of the first quarter, the Cottonwood Parks and Rec scoreboard shows we're tied at 7s as the cheerleaders and mini Marauders are out there on the track here at Mingus Union High School. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by at Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
All right, it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Mesquite Wildcats here at Mingus Union High School. They're going to show power to the right-hand side, our left. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top side. Quarterbacks under center, pitches, and they're looking to throw the ball. Coleman tries to run and get around the corner as he's taken out of bounds. Strick captures the young man for no gain. There was a trick play there.
Yeah, they tried to go with the pitch pass to number 11, Jacob Walker. But when I was looking down there, Walker didn't ever seem to come out of his block. And now Jimenez might have had something to do with that, maybe a little tug of the jersey, but
anti-blocking.
Yes, Mingus, reading their keys, staying home, not falling for that trickery.
So 3rd and 6. Mesquite at their own 24-yard line. They're going to go empty now as they put Coleman out to the outside. And now they're going to bring in somebody else. And holy cow, we got changes everywhere out there. And there's the snap. Quarterback's going to throws to the near side, up underneath, finding a seam, getting to the outside, scampering away. Off he goes to the races. Can they catch him? At the 30, inside the 30, down to the 26 is Coleman. They threw it to him to the outside. He took advantage.
Yeah, Chaz Ruzic saving a touchdown there for Mingus. Taking that touchdown away from Mesquite there. Excellent job not giving up on the play, but that whole play was set up by beautiful blocking from Mesquite. They had their offensive lineman downfield, getting in front of a man and allowing Coleman to do his thing. That was a big play right there, a big 3rd down conversion.
His thing was gaining 50 yards and putting it in Mingus Marauder territory. Quick screen to the near side. It goes to Henderson, able to avoid one would-be tackler down to the 20. He gains 6, a long 6 out there, putting the ball just barely outside the red zone.
Yeah, Joe Machado on the tackle, flying from his outside backer position over there. Mingus working hard on defense here. This has been taking a lot out of them. You can tell here, kind of a little huffing and puffing down there. Hopefully they can dig in here, hold Mesquite.
11 minutes left to go in the first half. Thompson takes it. It's going to throw to the far side. Good blocking. He'll get a 1st down. That's going to be Lester as he'll get pushed out of bounds. outside the 10, but right at about the 12-yard line.
One thing that both of these teams do well is blocking on the outside. You have wide receivers who buy in to the fact that, look, you'll get the ball thrown to you, but we're going to need you to do something else too. We need you to make some big blocks, and you're keys to success.
It's all been bubble screens, and now they're going to hand it off to Coleman, who's got a seam, trying to fight his way to the end zone and gets pushed back. And Mingus may have kept him from the first down, but not by much. Maybe give him 9 all the way down to the Mingus Marauder 3.
Yeah, he ran and hit that 3-yard line, and there was kind of like a 5-second delay there. Everyone kind of just, stuck like up against a wall there.
Quickly back to the line, over center now. There's a snap. Cornerback's going to keep it, and he'll wander to the right-hand side and just roll off the would-be tacklers into the end zone for a 3-yard touchdown keeper.
Yeah, Mesquite decides to go hurry up right there, and Thompson, big kid, just takes it himself. Kind of all he had to do is lean over for a yard, and they pick up the touchdown. And this goes back to that third down play where they picked up the big chunk, the 50 yards on the screen pass. It's crucial, as on defense, stopping those third downs, and on offense, if you want to win the game, you're going to have to convert.
Well, the quarterback's 200 pounds, 6'4", so that's rather a load right there. 10-17 left to go in the first half. The kick is up and good, and Wojak puts his squad on top, leading the Mingus Marauders 14-7 with a little better than 10 minutes left to go in the first half. We'll be back for the kickoff in the next Mingus drive after this.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, well, the Marauders trailed last week in the second quarter 12-7. Trail now to the Mesquite Wildcats, just coming down from 5A, 14-7. We got a fight on the field here for you. Not literally, but it is a battle on the field for you. This is going to be a good one. Keep it here and stay along with us on Verde Valley TV and KYBC. There's the kick. It's a little boot. And it'll come down to the Mingus Marauders. There's Nelson looking for a lane. Has a man to beat. Gets himself back to the middle of the field and down to the 45. Decent return as he weaved his way through white shirts out there, almost like a surfer going through the tide.
Yes. I wouldn't know much about that. I can't surf, but yes.
Me neither.
Great field position for Mingus right here. After giving up a score, this is where you'd want to start from. Hopefully they can find a nice rhythm on this drive. But if you're a Mingus player, a Mingus fan, no reason to panic. You're in this same situation last week. You score first, then you get down. Give up 2 unanswered touchdowns, and you're down. But last week they were able to fight back. We'll see if they can just keep their composure and rally right here and try to get the ball into the end zone.
2 receivers to the top side, 1 to the bottom here for the Mingus Marauders. There's the snap, and they run it. It is a sweep this side. Nelson cuts up underneath his blockers and gets some decent blocking as he'll pick up 7. Pretty decent job. He cut it back up underneath. The outside linebacker was out there growling at him, but a great cave-in block, even the inside.
Yeah, Nelson will always do a nice job following his blocks. He never gets out in front of them. Very patient runner. He knows if you follow the big men, good things are usually going to happen.
Well, sometimes he follows blocks that aren't there or intended, honestly. 2 men in the backfield out here for the Marauders, 2nd and 3. They do hand off. There goes Nelson. He is pounded, but pushes the pile forward, gets a little help out there from his center.
Yeah, that was big Zachary Moreno. Just saw his man, got a little stood up there. He says, I got you, buddy. Pushes him in the back for and are they not going to give Mingus his first down?
They're going to put up, well, I don't know. Yeah, they're going to put up third and a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure it's inches. 3rd and inches, and Mingus goes up to the line, and real quickly Zabala jumps forward and pushes the plow forward, but the flag comes out, and it's going to be an illegal motion against Mingus. Everybody wasn't set, and that's going to be an expensive penalty, bringing up now 3rd and 6.
Yeah, so this, so we don't get a measure on that second down run, which I thought, a measure, should have taken place. It doesn't, and then Zabala, I like the idea of going up, catching him off guard real quick just to pick up a yard, but not everybody on the same page, and it cost Mingus 5 yards. So now a 3rd and 5 from midfield.
Indeed, here we go. Second quarter action, just under 9 minutes. Mingus driving a big 3rd down conversion at midfield. The ball's right at midfield. And Mingus barking out some plays here. And there's the snap. They do hand it off. Coming to the near side is going to be Nelson, who rolls and gets most of it, but not enough. He needed 6. He gets 4, and that's going to bring up an interesting 4th and 2 out here for Coach Ortiz.
Well, there's actually 2 flags on the play on Mingus. Looks like another illegal motion here, and now it's going to make it 3rd and 10. So Mingus goes from a 3rd and an inch to now 3rd and 10.
You never bring good news,
They're going to have to, they last week this is where Mingus succeeded, almost every time in these 3rd and long situations.
Certainly so. Tight formation, especially on the near side. Zabala puts Blenars into motion and fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, and it is tipped up in the air. A lot of traffic out there as it was intended for Streck. And the ball falls incomplete. However, we are going to get another false start against the Mingus Marauders. So somebody's going to have a rough film session.
That's 3 in a row. 3 in a row for Mingus right there. And this is, this is something they're going to have to clean up here. They're going, and the thing is, Mesquite doesn't even have to do anything. They're not even working.
Well, they decline it, and then they, interesting, a pre-snap foul, but they decline it. We ran into this yesterday. We're going to take a timeout with them. When we come back, I'm going to discuss this with you. We'll return to Mingus Union High School. 8:17 left on the clock. Mingus trailing 14-7 in Mesquite. We're back after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
As you get a look at the red zone here at Mingus Union High School, Mingus set up to punt for the first time. Rodriguez is out there, good snap, and there's the punt. It goes to the near side, takes a good Mingus Marauder bounce, stays in bounds and then bounces out of bounds, but inside the 20. So that's going to be an effective punt for the Mingus Marauder. Oh, now he's going to walk it all the way out to the 25. That sure looked like it bounced inside the 20.
Looked like that to me, too.
So it ends up almost a 30-yard effective punt, but Mesquite puts their offense back on the field with 8:08 left to go in the first half and the lead.
Yeah, so a score update in the Grand Canyon region. In the first quarter, we have Bradshaw Mountain Bears 7, tied with Yonker Rough Riders 7.
That is the home opener, I believe, for Bradshaw. Bradshaw is 2-0, the only other Grand Canyon region team so far that is also 2-0. Mingus and Bradshaw both 2-0 so far this season.
Yeah, also Flagstaff and Dysart playing each other. That is a 0-0 score in the first quarter.
Power setup, low snap, and Mingus comes in, cleans it up. Coming through is going to be Machado and Streck. So 22 and 44. I like the double numbers back there. A loss of 2.
Yeah, a low snap really, kills the whole the whole play on offense. Really, everything revolves around that snap. Bad snap usually throws off the whole play, and that's what it did there. Mingus taking advantage of the mistake made by Mesquite.
All right, so Mesquite sends receivers in all sorts of different directions. They spread it out, 3 to the top, empty backfield. There's the snap, cornerback looking to throw, tries to find his man, has his man, a double clutch as he hits Norris for the first down, and the freshman has a 3rd catch in the game, this one for 17.
Yeah, another slant pattern going across the middle there, and Thompson throws that slant pattern real well, leads his receiver so he's able to catch it on the run, not giving the defender a chance to make a play on the ball.
He's got 13 attempts so far in this game already, looking to throw to the other side, has time, broken up nicely, oh, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, that was bang, bang, and that was Matthew coming up, making an excellent break on the ball, just as you're taught. Hits it, uses his hands, knocks the ball away, but they're going to say maybe you got there half a second early. And I don't know about that call.
That one, that one was definitely close, no doubts about it. But obviously on the far side, it did happen right in front of the referee. So they're going to mark this one off against Mingus, and Mingus struggling with some penalties again. And this will be a 10-yard penalty. That'll move the chains. The ball right at the 50-yard line. 7-12, less than a minute left, a minute in the drive. And Mesquite, through help of penalties, has moved the ball 25 yards, a quarter of the field.
Yeah, I mean, defensively, Mingus, penalties took themselves out of the drive, and now on defense. And although that play, Matthew, I would, just give him a pat on the back. He's doing what he's taught, making a play on the ball, but refs see it another way.
There's the snap, quarterback looking to throws to the outside. It is high. Oh, he gets his feet down and changes directions and avoids the big hit. The big hit was coming, and somehow Henderson made 7 yards out of what could have been really destructive.
Yeah, Matthew kind of caught in between a maybe interception, big hit, and slips, loses his footing, and Henderson able to pick up a nice gain on their first down.
Ball at the Mingus Marauder 43-yard line. 2nd and 3. They're going to throw the bubble outside. Mingus chases it down, but there is a first down. A flag comes in the middle of the field, though, way away from the play. If the catch and run stands, it'll go for about 6 yards. But we're going to have a hold call against the Wildcats, and that's going to back it back up as the guys in the multicolored shirts out there, the ones that go in stripes, taking control of the game.
Yeah, a lot of laundry flying out there tonight.
And none of it on a line.
That's right.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 and some. We'll call it 14 out there. 6.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard. You can watch it live at YouTube.com/Verde Valley TV, and of course always on the air AM 1696.3 FM. Mingus trailing 14-7. 2nd and 14. There's the snap, and it is going to be a roundabout as the back gets to the outside, nailed right at the 45-yard line, gains 9, and I think that was Lester on the end around, picking up 9 yards, almost got caught in the backfield.
Yeah, probably should have been caught down in the backfield for about a loss of 2, but credit to the running back and Mesquite offensive line sticking with it, able to make something productive out of that run.
So 3rd and a slant now for Mesquite. 3 receivers to the near side, and Mingus jumps on the far side. And no contact was made.
Yeah, that was a quick flag right there. Maybe no chance to get set. And that's going to be another free first down for Mesquite. So Mingus really beating themselves in this first half.
They put the ball inside the 40 and move the chains quickly. They don't even give it an option for a measurement out there.
Oh, that's interesting.
So at 1st and 10 quickly, 2 receivers both sides, either side out there for the Wildcats. Quarterback takes the snap, looks to throw, throws it low. Lester's got to go down for it, and he will catch it for a 4-yard gain out there. I think it's funny that high school corners will come up and touch the man. In high school, once you fall down, you're down.
Yeah.
You're down.
Play to the whistle, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's true. Got to get ready for the next level,
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Yeah, got to get next level. Yes. Empty backfield once again. Quarterback spins the ball, throws the short breaker out there, and caught, and then still on his feet somehow is Coleman. How do you twist your body that way, young man?
I don't know. He was
Holy
facing
cow.
one way and then looked like an owl. Just, owls, they can turn their heads all the way around, right? He kind of does that with his body.
Well, he gets no gain on it after he gets pushed back, and they give him, interesting enough, they don't give him any.
No forward progress, huh?
None. So 3rd and 5 out there. So it is a reception, but for no gain to Coleman out of the backfield. Actually, he wasn't in the backfield anymore. Holy cow. 16 throwing attempts out there by the Wildcats. Still 5 minutes left to go in the first half. Wildcats leading over the Marauders 14-7. Ball at the Mingus Marauder 35-yard line. Drive is a 3rd and 5, or the down is a 3rd and 5. Quarterback steps back, throws the ball, got one-on-one on the far side, and Jimenez breaks it up. Great job turning his head around to find the ball.
Yeah,
you appreciate that.
Yeah, just great. Also using the sideline to his advantage. Putting that butt on the receiver, forcing him, where he doesn't want to go. And then again, Thompson really nowhere to put that pass. So brings up a 4th and 5, and it looks like Mesquite going to go for it here. And I just want to say that these mini Marauder cheerleaders out here are doing a fantastic job tonight.
Now, you've got 2 in the growing variety, right?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yep. they should home watching us right now.
Indeed.
At least they better be.
We have 2 pre mini Marauders, right?
That's correct.
All right, Mingus adjusting themselves defensively. A 4th down, and we've got a whistle stopping play out here. And it is going to be a timeout. Let's see who gets the timeout. Mingus will take the timeout. We're going to take a break with them. 4:50 left to go. A huge 4th and 5 on the field. Mesquite leading 14-7. We're back after this.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
So Mingus takes the timeout, probably to, I know at the JV level we take a timeout to tell everybody, watch the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the ball. I'm not sure that really changes all the way to the professional level.
No.
You got one coach, that's his whole job. Watch the ball,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
4th and 5 from the Mingus Marauder 35-yard line. Mesquite, one back in the backfield. It's the danger man, Chandler Coleman. And, of course, a threat to throw at any particular time. And now we've got another whistle, and we're going to have multiple timeouts. Now the Wildcats will take a timeout on the field. Interesting. Why do you think they took the timeout? Do you think they didn't like the defense, or what's going through the Wildcats coach's mind?
Yeah, when Mingus called their timeout, they dialed up a play in their huddle. They came out, saw the defense that Mingus was set up, and said, you know what? I don't like what we got called here. Let's change it up. So, and again, both coaches realize how big of a down this is. 4th down, Mesquite in Mingus territory with 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. This could be a pivotal part in this ball game. So, Mesquite knows if they pick this up, they got a good chance of maybe running out the clock here and maybe scoring a touchdown. And if Mingus stops them, they got a lot of time left to go down and score and tie this game up.
Thompson, so far in the game, has only hit the dirt 3 times. So he has 14 of 17, 164 yards out here. He's got one back in the backfield. There's the Mingus Marauder crowd getting loud out there. As Mingus will make some changes, Nelson will come in, Streck will come out. So Nelson replaces Streck as the linebacker out there. They put a man in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback will come to the near side, looking for a receiver, throws, and even if it is received, it is short. That should be a turnover on downs for the Mingus Marauders. So the 12th man plays a rollout here as the rollout doesn't work for the Mesquite Wildcats, and Mingus has time to drive the field the other way.
Yeah, nice job of this Mingus fans. They realizing, how big of a play this was, and they get into it. Mingus defense feeds off of it, and Mesquite try to run a little rollout pass here, bringing a man in motion, and Mingus doing an excellent job covering that, keeping the guy in front of the chains.
Lester on the reception. They needed 5. They got 3. So Mingus with the ball at their own 32-yard line. Here comes the blitz. Antoine gets rid of it quickly, and it's tipped up in the air, and that was dangerous in no man's land as 2 Wildcats got a mitt on it out there.
Yeah, that was number 10 for the Wildcats. Gavin Burke, kind of like a set, and then it was spiked down by Henderson of the Wildcats. A little volleyball action going on.
So Mingus trying to find green grass out there, and it ended up being surrounded by white jerseys. Tight formation now for the Marauders. 4.5 minutes left to go, trailing 14-7, and there is the snap. And Nelson spins, bounces off of 1 tackler, picks up 3, so it'll be 3rd and 7. Now, both squads still have 2 timeouts, and this becomes an important 3rd down, at least for clock management for the Marauders. And you certainly want to give your defense a rest, even if you can't move the ball, right?
Yeah, this is not a good time. You want to go 3 and out. Defense just came off the field after being out there for a while. Mingus really needs to pick up this 1st down. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Chaz here. He's got one-on-one coverage here to the short side of the field.
Put a man in motion. That's Jimenez. And there's the snap, and quarterback will throw. It's going to be Streck over the middle. Bounces off of 1 man and over to the 50-yard line. Move the chains with the big tight end, number 44.
Yeah, Zabala threading the needle on that pass. Streck right up the gut and just, boom, right on the numbers. Holds onto the ball, takes a big hit. Knew he was going to take a big hit, but secures the ball, and another 1st down for Mingus.
Mingus back to the line very quickly to the outside. It goes to Streck again. Picks up about 8 on the far side of the field, down to the Mesquite 42-yard line, and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 3:40 left to go in the half.
I like it. Keep feeding the big man. He's a load out there. He gets the ball in his hands. Defenders, you don't want to tackle Streck.
No. That hurts.
Yeah.
I can tell you that from summer camp. 8 yards on that one, 2nd and short, maybe even only 1.5 out there. Zabala 1 back in the backfield. There's the snap, and they will hand it off, and falling forward close to 1st down yardage is going to be Nelson, and he needed 1.5, and he got 1.25.
Yeah, that was Holden Owen, senior, coming from his outside linebacker position, making a nice tackle down on the ankles of Nelson. Stopped him in his tracks and kept him short of the 1st down.
Short yardage situation here, 3rd and short for the Mingus Marauders. Long snap count out there. They're going to step back and rework their play, change things around. Nelson switches from one side to the other, and the cornerback's going to run it and pitch it late out to Nelson, who's got it on the far side. 1 man to beat, and is tackled down at the 20. A shoestring tackle out there by the Mesquite squad.
Yeah, and Zabala coming up limping after that play. I thought he was going to keep it the whole time, and gets up past the 1st down marker, runs a couple yards, and sees it's about to get hit. Passes it off to Nelson. Credit to Nelson for sticking with it. And I thought Nelson was going to break that. Another great open field tackle out there from the Mesquite secondary.
Late pitch out there, and Nelson with 81 yards. Don't want to hear about Zabala limping. Coming up limping, that's not a good thing. 2 receivers either side. 1st down for the Mingus Marauders at the 21-yard line. Man in motion. It's a direct snap. And here comes Streck to the outside. Looks to break a tackle. He'll get inside the 20. Stays in bounds. So the clock will run. And it'll be right at the red zone. That was a great defensive move out there. One thing Mesquite's got is speed.
Yeah, they do a good job. Mingus they want to try and beat you to the outside, and they're going to do it more often than not. But Mesquite, they were watching film. They know what Mingus likes to do, and they're doing a good job staying home, reading their keys. And what I'm impressed with is their open field tackling.
There's the snap, and a quarterback keeps it to the outside, and he's going to run it and gets spun down at about the 18-yard line, and Zabala runs the ball, and now we've got players getting up slow. Number 10 getting up slow, and Zabala coming back limping in the backfield.
Oh, and he looks like he wants to stay out there. Now that's 2 plays, 2 run options in a row that Zabala's come up limping like that. That you definitely don't want to see that.
No, certainly don't. So 2 yards on the gain, so it's 3rd and 7 at about the 18-yard line out there for the Mingus Marauders. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top side, single coverage top side. And there's the snap. They do hand it off to Nelson, who breaks the tackle and then jumps into another would-be tackler. So it's going to bring up 4th down, but a flag on the play. So this will be a huge flag whichever way it goes against whatever squad. So it would be 4th down and about 5 where the ball was spotted at the moment. We'll see what the flag is. They're talking to the Mesquite sideline, so I'm wondering if it's going to be against Mingus, and they're given an option here.
Yeah.
Oh, they signaled against Mesquite, so they were explaining. Interesting. So if that is against Mesquite, this could be a 1st down. Let's see. And the ball is going inside. But 56 seconds left in the half, and the ball is now down to the 12-yard line. The box shows 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So that would have been a 5-yard penalty of some sort.
Yeah.
Here goes the Mingus Marauders. Big run for the Mingus Marauders, and Will Nelson, he wheels himself to the 1st down inside the 10. 48 seconds left to go, and Mingus, though, might need to use a timeout to stop that clock.
And it looks like they're going to hustle back up to the line. Clock does start to run now, going under 40 seconds.
So Mingus still with timeouts, choosing not to use it at this point. 38 seconds, man in motion. 36, 35, there's the snap. They do hand it off. Here comes Nelson. He's got blockers, and he will lose a yard. And the ball will be at the 9-10-yard line. They're going to take a break, a timeout. Ooh, this is exciting. We're going to take a quick break. 27 seconds till halftime. We're back. Mingus trailing, trying to tie it up. It's 14-7. We're back after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community, and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
"27 precious ticks" as Coach Ortiz tells his Mingus Marauder squad what the plan is. Probably put 2 plays in, you would imagine. Trailing 14-7. And Mingus trying to get this ball in the end zone and tie this one up. Mesquite being pesky defensively. 2nd and goal from about the 10-yard line out there. 2 backs in the backfield for Mingus. There's the snap. And quarterback's looking to throw. Has a man far side of the end zone. Touchdown!
Yeah, that was.
And it goes to Chaz Taylor for the TD.
Now I was wondering when they were going to go to Chaz. He's had one-on-one coverage all night, and Zabala. I can't say enough about him. He's just putting the ball right where he needs to. Chaz high points it. Not a lot of guys are going to out-jump Chaz. Especially with his height and his wingspan. And Zabala that's 2 touchdown throws for him tonight. No interceptions, just putting the ball in a perfect spot. And Mingus with a big touchdown before the end of this first half.
And a big extra point attempt coming up here from Rodriguez. It is down and looks good. They agree it is good. We're tied up with 22 seconds left to go in the first half. The Mingus Marauders and a new 4A, formerly 5A Mesquite out here. They'll get the ball with 22 seconds left and 2 timeouts, but we're back after this.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at Gettle'sHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettle's and go Marauders.
Hey, I saw a fantastic sign out at Rice Accounting on the Indian and A bypass. I absolutely love this one. My form of exercise is running out of money.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you know, they always have something clever up on that board. If you're passing that, you know, maybe, you know, focus on the road. But if you're able to glance over there out of your peripheral vision, and you know, you'll get a little laugh on your ride home or whatnot.
Certainly so. Well, the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, a halftime report with Travis Reed coming up here in 22 seconds in football time. But first, Mingus has got to kick off and play defense. Rodriguez approaches the ball. He'll kick it. He'll pop it. It'll come down to about the 34-yard line. And interesting, the receiver immediately goes to fair catch instead of trying to run up the field and out of bounds here real quick. So apparently ticks more important than yards.
Yeah, he, you know, right away, as soon as the ball was up, you could see him waving his hand. Maybe he's not that confident running with it. Looked to be like a bigger guy out there.
Well, yeah.
Nice hands, though.
Well, yeah, when the numbers are between the 50s and 70s. Yeah, or 50s and 80s, right.
Yeah, maybe you don't want him running.
Possibly so. Spread formation, one back in the backfield, and that is going to be Coleman. He's dangerous. Mingus plays back, gives a little cushion. There's the snap. Cornerback looking to throw. Throws, has the receiver, and he drops it. Going up to compete for the ball out there was going to be, I believe that was either Nelson or Savage.
Yeah, Savage.
Savage competed for the ball. Don't know if he got a piece of it, but the receiver unable to come down with it.
Yeah, thought the receiver had it for a little bit, but Savage made it just distracted him just enough.
2nd and 10, 16 seconds left to go. Tie score. Quarterback hands it off, and Coleman gets the ball and then gets hit from behind by Streck. Hanging on to the legs, I think, was Meyer, and that is going to run out the clock. They're not even going to try another snap out here. So at halftime, we are all tied up 14-14. The Mingus Marauders and the Mesquite Wildcats. I told you we had a good one for you. The Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime report coming up right after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're a dealer for you. Located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. Stick around for the first half recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now, let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Mingus Union High School, we have got a phenomenal display out there. The Mini Marauders and the cheerleaders, the Mingus Marauder cheerleaders. So we have the present and the future out on the field out here. Kind of sounds like the Mingus Marauder coaching staff, right?
Yeah, it does.
You have the former and the present.
Yes, and these girls are doing an excellent job out there. You can tell they're having a great time. We got a lot of parents, a lot of phones out here recording, taking pictures. It's a great scene.
And half of the phones are watching our broadcast on YouTube, right?
They better be.
Probably so. I would imagine so. Certainly think so. Want to thank all of our legendary staff. Once again, all our legendary coaches. Coach Bob Young, who has moved on to Notre Dame, by the way, as defensive coordinator. They are now 2-0 this year, which is fantastic. Congratulations to Coach Young and his squad.
Yeah.
In fact, I saw Coach Dixon. In fact, I've seen all the coaches here. I've seen Coach Cromer and Coach McKeever and Coach Galloway and Coach Bennett. Dougie, all of them have been hanging around the field and still being fans out here. All the legendary coaches, as they have handed it off to Coach Ortiz and Coach Jose and Coach Quesada and JR and Coach Youngberg and the whole brand new staff.
Yep, Anguiano, all those guys out there. They're they're always going to be fans, always going to be supporting this program. This means a lot to them, and it has a special place in their heart.
Here on the field, it is tied up at 14-14. It is a phenomenal game. The Mingus Marauders able to score first with 9:07 left to go in the first quarter. A 26-yard toss in the corner to Mestis. Rodriguez added the extra point, and Mingus led 7-0. But here comes the Wildcats. 5:01 left to go. Still first quarter action. A 15-yard slant to Henderson from Thompson. And the extra point by Wojcik was good. And it was tied up, knotted up at 7-7. With 5 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Mingus tried a 30-yard field goal, and it just missed left. Could be huge in this game at the moment. It was still 7-7. Second quarter, Mingus went down. A little better than 10 minutes left to go. A 3-yard keeper by the 200-pound, 6'4" quarterback from Mesquite, as he just rolled off of his offensive lineman and just turned the corner and got in for the touchdown. The extra point was good. Then a phenomenal drive with 22 seconds left. Mingus finds pay dirt, an 11-yard toss to Taylor in the corner of the opposite quarter. The extra point, all important. Good by Rodriguez, knotted up at 14 apiece here at Mingus Union High School. All right, we're in the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. We've got our Marauder cheerleaders and mini Marauders on the field out here for you today. We'll take a break. We'll return for more at halftime coming up after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps, and let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires. At Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They're a dealer for you, located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. Stick around for the first half recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now, let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Time at Mingus Junior High School, all tied up at 14, and Travis Reed, we found him wandering around the stands aimlessly out here.
That's what I do on Friday nights. I aimlessly wander high school football games.
I like that. That's pretty much what I do, but they contain me in a box. Yes, to answer your question, I did find a shirt that was louder than my hairline. I did.
I'm speechless right now because I'm wondering where you found it. I think I need one as well.
Okay, so you were talking about transparency. So you're now selling invisible cars?
Yes, to match our hairlines.
Oh, got it.
Yes,
Okay,
no.
all right, good.
It's funny, you know, we every time we talk about new cars, and we talk about how Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is becoming a new car destination, and how we are taking over northern Arizona. But we sell used cars as well, and we've got a transparent buying process that really helps the consumer, and it's all about giving the consumer all the information that they need. And I even brought a prop tonight that I wanted to share on camera, and this is my prop. This is pretty cool. This is a used car folder that we put in every single pre-owned vehicle on our lot. And what's inside of here is a couple things. Number one, it's a mechanic's inspection report. So you know up front how the car checked out in the shop. Number two is an auto check. So you know, has the car been in the accidents? Is the odometer right? But most importantly is a price comparison. So every vehicle on our lot, we compare the price to a 500-mile radius to show you exactly how our price is compared to everybody else's in the marketplace. So you don't have to do the research to know you're getting a good deal. And we're going to show you up front so you don't have to wonder if you're getting the good deal. You know you're getting the good deal from Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Okay, so really quickly, if this is the vehicle, where am I going to find that?
Well, they're supposed to be right in here. Okay. Sometimes they're found back here, and depending on how many people are on the test drive, they end up back over here. But right in here in the dashboard, every car has them on the lot. And it's fantastic because you don't have to wonder if you're getting the good deal. And I think that's the most important part when buying a pre-owned vehicle, is knowing that the deal is good and that you're getting a fair price. And that's what we do, is offer fair prices and show you up front that, again, very transparent.
Transparency on the lot, and you're going to certainly find out more. MattSaysYes.com. MattSaysYes.com. Travis Reed along with us, the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime report. We're back after this.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, it's all tied up 14-14. The Mingus Marauders and the Mesquite Wildcats. Lots of high school action going on. Carson Sandoval's along with us. What do we know so far?
Well, we know that Flagstaff has a 14-0 lead over Dysart. Bradshaw is up 21-7 against Yonker at the half. And Mojave in a tight one with Lake Havasu. That one's 7-7.
Those are some good squads, and I heard Bradshaw was knotted up earlier as well, right?
Yeah, now they got that 21-7 lead over Yonker. So, Grand Canyon region out there doing their thing tonight.
Well, Mingus started off scoring first, led 7-0, and then 14 unanswered points by the Mesquite Wildcats. Mingus comes down right at the end of half and scores with 22 seconds left back of the corner to Chaz Taylor, the senior from Antoine Zabala. And Mingus will get the ball first here in the second half. Once again, Old Glory at half-mast in honor of our losing of Senator McCain earlier this week. Come on out and join us if you are in the area. You're going to love watching high school football, and of course you can watch it all live, away and home games, here on Verde Valley TV. Go to YouTube/Verde Valley TV, and you can always listen to us on the air. KYBC AM 1600, 96.3 FM. Antoine Zabala getting the troops rallied for half number 2. We'll take a break. We're back after this.
You're going to love the new interactive website from Roxu Screen Printers. Now you can create your custom t-shirt design online. Simply choose a t-shirt or hat style, easily upload your logo, or create the perfect design. Workwear, tees, uniforms, polos, and caps. And let's not forget those special occasion tees, all designed online by you. Go to ROKZOO.com, Roxu Screen Printing in Cottonwood, where clothing comes to rock. 24/7 at the all-new Roxu.com.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
This has been the Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Halftime Report. They're a dealer for you, located on 89A in Cottonwood or online at mattsays.yes.com. We'll return for exciting Mingus Marauder football second half action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at myradioplace.com, or Verde Valley TV Cable 1, Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Halftime's coming to a close here at Mingus Union High School. The Mingus Marauders and the Mesquite Wildcats all tied up at 14 out here today. And we got a good one for you. Let's go through some stats. I tell you what, there is some future out here for this Mesquite Wildcat squad. Ty Thompson, the quarterback, is just a sophomore. So far during the course of the game is 14 for 17, 164 yards, and a touchdown in the first half, which is absolutely fantastic. 14 for 18 on the ground. Chandler Coleman, this is a scat back for sure, pure definition. 11 carries, 33 yards. Thompson has a rushing touchdown of 3 yards. And receiving, Chandler Coleman has got 3 catches for 60 yards, one of them for 50. That was a huge breakaway. Jacob Walker has the receiving touchdown. He's got 4 receptions for 34 yards. Cole Lester, 5 for 32. And the freshman, 3 first down receptions for the freshman, Andrew Morris. And he's got 3 catches for 41 yards. That is your offense here for the Wildcats, the Mingus Marauders. Offensively, Antoine Zabala, how about this? He is 7 for 9, 110 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. In fact, I don't believe we've got a takeaway or a turnover in this game. Almost did, but did not. Alex Nelson on the ground, 15 carries, 82 yards, certainly well on his way to his third 100-yard rushing game for the senior from Mingus Union High School. Catching the ball, Chaz Taylor has 1 reception for a touchdown, 11 yards. 1 catch out there for Fabian Jimenez for 29 yards. Kendrew Streck has 4 receptions for 44 yards. And Mestis has 1 for a touchdown, his first touchdown for the Mingus Marauders. 26 yards on that one, by the way.
Yeah, and you mentioned no turnovers, but really both teams being hurt by penalties. You know, Mingus took themselves out of some drives. They gave Mesquite some first downs early in this game, just being with some penalties that, you know, aren't characteristic of Mingus. And I know that was brought up at halftime from Coach Ortiz, and hopefully here in the second half, Mingus can limit those penalties. You know, you're going to have some, but you got to limit them, and hopefully they can force some turnovers, because they're. I think maybe the first team that forces one is that's gonna be a big part of this game.
Oh, no doubts at all. You are absolutely right. The turnover game could decide this one. Knotted up at 14 at halftime, as the Wildcats will kick off to the Mingus Marauders. Taylor and Nelson back for Mingus. 55 yards and penalties for the Mingus Marauders, 40 for the Wildcats, 95 in the game. Pooch kick coming near side. It's going to be taken by Nelson. Nelson looking for a lane, looking for a block. He shoots through, tries to get to the outside, jump cut. He's at the 40, cuts it back in, gets caught from behind near field out at the 47.
It looked for a second there that Nelson was going to be able to break it to the outside. But as you mentioned earlier, this speed from this Mesquite team has really saved them a couple times tonight from giving up a really big play.
Good pursuit from the backside, without a doubt, as the Wildcats, they are sufficient. They are proficient in speed. No doubt
they got it in all positions, too.
Here come the Mingus Marauders. Great field position at their own 47-yard line. Spread formation. Zabala takes the snap, looking to throw. Pumps one, throws downfield. It's tipped away, intended for Mestis. Might have been underthrown just a tad out there, as they were able to get back to it. Number 8 for the Mesquite squad.
Yeah, that was Cameron Clinton getting a paw on it. Like you said, just underthrown slightly. Who was that running? Was that Mestis? Mestis had a step on him. Zabala might want that one back. Just let it go again. But really his only, off-mark pass tonight. Everything else has been right on the money.
An opportunity. Mingus tries to go the one-on-one very quickly out there. 2nd and 10 now, and they will hand it off as Nelson finds a hole, waves his way for a first down inside the 40 down to the 39. First down and 14 yards on the carry.
Yeah, nice job of following his blockers up the hole there. Mingus offensive line doing an excellent job opening up a hole for Nelson, and he does the rest, picks up a big first down for Mingus. And looking at the replay here, maybe a little face mask from Mesquite, but no call. Mingus now has the ball 40-yard line on the 40-yard line in Mesquite territory.
14 yards on the carry, 96 yards in the game for Nelson. Might just take one more for the young man. Here it is, trying to break it back to the outside. Fights to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, he'll need another one.
Yeah, that was Chandler Coleman and Holden Owen. Raymond Carolla and Holden Owen in on that tackle. Number 2 and number 3 right there. Those guys seem to be all over the place tonight.
It's okay. It's kind of a Brizzo thing. You can just combine their names.
Right?
Right.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Mingus with the ball at the Mesquite 40-yard line. Second half action. 10:44, 10:43. Tied up at 14, third quarter. Zabala's 3 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 back in the backfield, and he will hand it off. Nelson bounces forward. Tackle made quickly, pretty much at the line of scrimmage by number 3.
Yeah, and that's Owen once again. He is all over the place on defense. Just really has a nose for the football, and this brings up a 3rd and long for Mingus.
Mingus taking a little bit of time off the clock, but obviously looking to put points on the board, trying to take a lead, have not had a lead since the first quarter of this game.
Yeah.
Scored late in the second quarter with 22 seconds to tie it up at 14. Mingus, little confusion out there with the play, and they're going to have to take a timeout. 9:52 left to go in the third quarter. Once again, tied up. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back to Mingus Union High School after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
So Mingus burns a timeout on an important third down. Obviously an important third down, but at the same time you burn a timeout. We'll see if that one plays a role later on.
Yeah.
2 backs in the backfield here for Mingus. They fake the run. Antoine will get hit hard. Laid to the ground out there, number 6, and Zabala gets up limping and comes to the sideline, and that'll bring up a 4th and about 15.
Yeah, Zabala taking another big hit, and that whole play blown up again by number 3, Holden Owen. Won't get credit for the sack, but, cleaned up by Cameron Clinton for Mesquite. Just, unfortunate for Mingus right there. Getting put in a bad position, that 3rd and long, you're forced to throw it, and Mesquite able to dial up the blitz.
Yeah, that one hurt. Mingus looking to get the punt off, and a shanked punt that's going to go short, goes out of bounds somewhere just past the 30. Let's see where they're going to mark it. So momentum switch out here for Mesquite as they'll get the ball at the 34-yard line. They start off the second half with a defensive stand.
Yeah, Mingus came out, feeding Nelson. Nelson had some nice carries, and Mesquite huddles up together, and they say, look, we're going to stop Mingus. We got to stop number 34. And again, Nelson wearing number 34 tonight, wearing it last week. Number 10,
Right.
Originally.
Got ripped out.
Yeah, we'll see it on the road, I think. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, in white, in the white. The red uniform got ripped up, though.
If we ever go away from home.
Bunch formation on both sides. 2 receivers. They're going to put Lester in motion. There's the snap, looking to throw. They throw quickly out to the far side. Mingus able to capture it very quickly. So good defensive change out there for Mingus, and it goes to Lester, but only for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that's Matthew and Fanning all over that, not fooled at all. Come up, do a good job gang tackling there, taking down Mesquite for a short gain.
2 yards, bringing up 2nd and 8 out here for the Wildcats at their own 36-yard line. Lester in motion again. They're going to target him to the near side. No, they're going to throw deep, and it is almost picked off. Good coverage out there, trying to come back to it was Fanning, got his hands on it, but just a little outside of his reach.
Yeah, if he was able to hang on to that, that would have been a highlight reel catch right there. Just in perfect position, keeping himself deeper than anybody else on the field, and almost had a chance to pick it off. But brings up a 3rd and 8 for Mesquite. So maybe Mingus comes with a blitz right here. We'll see.
Haven't gotten to the quarterback, Thompson, pretty much all game long. Offensive line has been phenomenal. Steps back, has time to throw, gets his receiver. If it's in bounds, it is not. They're saying he was out of bounds. That is going to be a big break for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah,
that was a game of inches.
Actually looks like he drops it. I don't know if Machado might have got a hand on it, but a hitch route ran right to the sticks, and Thompson puts it right where he needs to, but his receiver unable to come down with it. So Mingus catches a break right there, and now we got a little confusion here for Mingus on the punt return team, but everybody gets down and set.
Henderson back to punt for Mesquite. Good snap. He'll get it off. Not a great punt. This one's kind of shanked too, but it takes a little bit of a Mesquite bounce. And over the 50 to the Mingus Marauder 46-yard line. So decent field position and a defensive battle here in the 3rd quarter. 8:08 left to go. Still knotted up at 14 at home. The Mingus Marauders hosting the Mesquite Wildcats. Our first ever look at the Mesquite Wildcat. Well, their first look at us too. Huh?
Yeah, they kind of look like the Detroit Lions down there with the colors. They got the gray pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, the blue face masks. Well, this Henderson guy, he's got some neon green gloves out there. You can't miss them.
Well, this way, if mom's watching or grandma's watching, it's really easy to find, the grandkid, right?
Yep.
Zabala's back out there for the Mingus Marauders. They hand off. Nelson finds a seam and buckles forward for about 2.
Yeah, that was big number 70. James Smiley, the junior defensive lineman, bringing Nelson down there. How about that, huh? He's a Smiley. He probably wasn't smiling on that play. Probably had a mean look seeing Nelson coming through the hole.
Probably so. Both teams have been relatively effective stopping the run. And brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Mingus Marauders at their own 48-yard line. Spread formation once again. Nelson in the backfield. Looks like blitz coming, showing blitz. Zabala brings it back down, throws downfield, has a receiver, and it is broken up at the last possible second by number 8. A great job of pass defense, because I'll tell you what, Chaz Taylor on that go route was wide open, and then all of a sudden that wide open disappeared.
Yeah, that was Cameron Clinton making another great play in the secondary. If he doesn't make that and Chaz catches it, it's a for sure touchdown, because there is nobody else back there.
What year is that young man?
Sophomore.
Oh, my goodness, another sophomore.
Good-looking sophomore.
Yeah. The quarterback's a sophomore, Ty Thompson as well. 3rd and 8 for the Mingus Marauders. Empty backfield now for Mingus. Zabala back there all by himself. He'll take the snap, and the blitz comes in and set the screen and couldn't get it down. And some contact out there, and looks like it's going to bring up 4th down. Glad that one actually hit the turf.
Yeah, kind of looked like Mingus offensively everyone wasn't on the same page. Had a free rusher come in untouched and just put a good hit on Zabala, and luckily that pass wasn't intercepted. Threw it up for grabs for Chaz, and it falls incomplete, but right in the middle of the field, that could have gone either way.
Aggressive defense out here by Mesquite as Rodriguez gets another shot. This one is a much better punt. Nobody's back. Mingus, can they keep it from going into the end zone? They do. They down it. Colby Fanning downs it inside the 1-yard line for the Marauders.
I mean, it does not get any better than that. down at the 1 yard line. Just perfect position. Now excellent opportunity for Mingus here to bring some pressure and, maybe pick up a safety here.
Well, yeah, definitely. Any score at this point with the tie score of 14-14, a safety could loom large in this game. 6:55 left to go, third quarter. Tied up 14-14. The Marauders hosting the Mesquite Wildcats inside their own 1 yard line, and they go empty formation. The quarterback up over center. And we'll see if he just quarterback sneaks it out. He does. And he bounces back around, and Mingus will tackle him. He bounces off the pile like he did for the touchdown earlier and gives his squad some room. He gets out to the 6.
Yeah, just rests kind of on the backs of his big lineman up front. Waits, patient, sees an opening outside and takes it, and gives Mesquite a little bit of some breathing room down in their own territory.
Wow, quarterback sneak at the goal line. Now looking to throw out of the backfield, or actually right at the goal line. Intended for Norris, falls thrown a little bit behind him. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 6 yard line.
Yeah, Morris a little bit upset with himself. Knows he probably should have caught that, but ball was behind him. Would have been a tough catch.
Mingus, one safety back on this one. Empty backfield out there. 5 receivers. Quarterback looks to throw, throws downfield, and it is caught. But a flag on the field down at the 11 yard line. The ball was caught. That was well thrown, but probably an even better catch out there from the young man from Mesquite, number 7. That would be Jacob Henderson.
Yeah, that was, ball placement perfect, but the catch to go up over someone right in front of Mingus' sideline, able to get his feet down, and it's going to be against.
Illegal man downfield.
Yeah, interesting. That was kind of a quick pass play there. And they get a illegal man downfield, and that's going to back them up. And now this is going to put them back close to the end zone here. So another opportunity for Mingus to make a big play.
And, yep, illegal man downfield on a pass play. They're going to go half the distance, so that's going to end up being like a 3 yard penalty.
Yeah.
Ball at the 3. 3rd and a long 7. Empty backfield once again for Mesquite. How often do you see that? Not ever. Quarterback steps back, gonna throw the same one. This one's tipped up in the air, and it looks like the Mingus Marauders got a hold of it. That would be Gronk. Mr. Griffin, from his defensive tackle position, gets a big paw. He had 2 pass defenses last week, comes up with a huge one now, and they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
Yeah, and this is why that Rodriguez punt that Mingus had is so crucial, because it flips the field position right here. Now, either way, Mingus, if they don't return it or if they fair catch, whatever happens, they're going to have great field position.
Certainly should, and I'm thinking that right now, Mr. Nelson back there, the only man deep for the Mingus Marauders on the near hash side, is not thinking good field position. He's thinking end zone is what he's thinking.
He's licking his chops back there. He's ready for this.
There's the snap. Mingus came at it. He's got a little bit of time. Catches it clean. Looking for somewhere to go. He's going to try the near side. Looks for a block. Gets to the outside. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Cuts back inside down to the 15-yard line. Tackled by the ball. No, not good field position. Great field position for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, Nelson just doing it on his own right there, making a few men miss. And people on the sideline wanted a face mask call. Looked like it come up with his helmet off. So he's going to have to sit out a play. But Mingus, excellent field position, and you can credit Mr. Rodriguez for this for Mingus.
Certainly so. Going for special teams player of the game, huh?
He wants it.
Army strong, you got it. Colby Fanning comes into the backfield for the Mingus Marauders. Strike to the outside. You got Blenars on one side, Mestis on the other, and Taylor on the top all by himself in the backfield with Zabala is going to be Fanning. 1st and 10 for the Mingus Marauders. And Mingus will look to throws deep, end zone, up and touchdown! Mingus they go back to. Taylor in the corner for the TD, 15 yards on this one, and Mingus takes a lead.
Yeah, they go back to the same play that they scored right before the half, and really just got to throw it up to Chaz, and he's going to do the rest. But excellent throw from Zabala. Chaz, great job holding it on all the way to the ground, and Mingus back on top.
Beautiful throw. You can catch the replay on Verde Valley TV. Got his feet down, only need one. He got 4.
Yeah, just a beautiful route, beautiful catch.
We're gonna call that Taylor Alley over there.
I like it.
Yeah. Rodriguez looking to tack on an extra point. He's 2 for 2 so far. There's the snap. Good clean snap. Kicks up. Looks good. And it is good. The Mingus Marauders take a lead on former 5A Mesquite Wildcats. The score 21-14. Kickoff coming up after this.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
Mingus Marauders actually play the field position game with 5:53 left to go in the third quarter and take the lead for the first time since the opening quarter, actually since about 9 minutes left in the first quarter. And we'll be kicking off here. Obviously, the momentum game has got to stay intact for Mingus. They need to stop a big run back right here.
Yeah, don't let that momentum go back to Mesquite here. Get downfield, make a play.
It's caught short. They're going to capture him quickly right at about the 35-yard line, and there's a late flag thrown up in the air. And I don't know what the flag is. That could play a role in field position.
Yes. Take a look here. Watch the white hat. See what he calls.
So Taylor's catch in the corner gives Mingus the lead. The extra point good by Rodriguez. The kickoff marked at the 35. And the sticks are going the wrong way if you're a Marauder fan. Yeah, they're going downfield the wrong way. And we're going to have a personal foul against Mingus. And the only thing I can guess at that point is maybe a block out of bounds or a tackle out of bounds. So that's going to mark it 15 yards and bring it up to the 50.
Not what you want if you're Mingus after scoring a huge touchdown to take the lead. Now it's time for defense to step up and get a stop here, get the ball back to their offense, who's really in a rhythm right now.
Mesquite's got plenty of room here. Great field position starting almost, exactly midfield. Thompson takes a snap and throws to his receiver, finds him falling to his back. That's Lester. Lester is a ball magnet out there. He catches another one, this one for 11 yards.
Yeah, just caught it, got right down, saw Streck around him, probably said, hey, I'll hit the turf here.
Sure, yeah, no kidding. So that is Lester's 7th catch in this game. He's having a great game, 45 yards. Quarterback throws far side. This one's going to go short, though, as Coleman catches that one. And it looks like Matthew puts the hit on him. Great. Whoa, holy cow. They give him almost 6 yards there with
that's generous.
Progress, yeah. That is generous. So 2nd and 5 from the Mingus Marauder 34. Thompson throws quickly, hit as he catches the ball. That's Lester. And that's going to be just enough for a first down. Give him another 6 yards out there. And Mesquite working quickly, moving the chains. That's 2 first downs in about 3 plays.
Yeah, Thompson threaded the needle right there. 2 Mingus defenders all over Lester. Lester able to bring it in and pick up a huge first down.
Now they take a break. Linemen hate this.
Oh,
they got to be in their stance waiting for the quarterback to get back there. Empty backfield once again. Thompson likes the play, though. He's bouncing around in the backfield. There's the snap, looking to throw. Tries to go downfield, and it's almost picked off. Almost picked off by the Mingus Marauders. And it looks like Colby Fanning slid, tried to twist his body back around to catch that ball. Great coverage.
Yeah, all over the wide receiver right there. They try to go back to that slant. 2 Mingus defenders on there. Colby almost brings it in.
Second pass defense of the game, though, for big number 14. Empty backfield again, 2nd and 10. Thompson looking to throw, throws deep, has a man, overthrows it. That one was placed in only a spot that his own receiver could get. That was a good throw.
Yeah, if he catches it, it's an amazing pass and catch. Doesn't catch it, you live to play another down. So 3rd and long here at the 20, was that 28, 27?
28-yard line is where the ball is marked at the Mingus Marauder 28-yard line. Don't forget, Mesquite has a kicking game, though. From this point, it would be almost 48 yards. That's asking a lot of a high school kicker, though.
Yep.
3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Empty backfield once again. Thompson takes the snap, looking for a little screen on the inside. Mingus catches it quickly, and it falls forward. Lester, an elusive one, gets 2 when there was nothing. But that brings up 4th down and about 8 from the Mingus Marauder 26.
Mesquite goes back to the screen pass that they completed in the first half on a 3rd and long that got him a huge 50-yard gain that led to a score. They try to go back to it there, and Mingus all over it. But they're coming out here. Mesquite going for it on 4th and 8.
4th and 8. The 12th man stepping up for the Mingus Marauders. The crowd getting into it out here. Empty backfield once again. Thompson takes the snap, gets a little pressure from the near side, throws up top, and it is picked off. And a phenomenal catch out there by, I believe, is that Fanning?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Fanning. Now, by catching the ball in the end zone, he'll get the INT, no return. The Mingus Marauders will get the ball at the 20 instead of the 26 where it was.
Yeah, you know,
but how do you do that?
Nah,
Yeah, how do you tell him not to?
He said that was his 3rd chance to get it. He said, I'm not missing this one.
No, and that was the most difficult of all of them.
That was a tough one.
He laid out. Holy cow, he Superman that one.
Yeah, and not sure who, looked like a miscommunication from Mesquite, wide receiver and quarterback there. Only guy back there was Fanning. Maybe, I don't know if he was just trying to throw it away, but if he was, Fanning makes an excellent play.
Mingus with the ball looking to throw to the near side. Ooh, knocked away, intended out there for Menez, and just coming across was the linebacker safety, strong safety number 23.
Yeah, that was number 23. That was Cole Lester as well. What do you know?
How
2
about
Cole
that?
Lesters?
Really? And they're both seniors? How about that?
Maybe.
Twinsies. And you name both of them Cole? That's simple, though. Go to bed, Cole. Come to eat, Cole. Right?
Maybe 23 is the real Cole. Who knows? We're going on.
With the
they're
real
tricking
Cole.
us.
With the real Cole, please stand up.
That's right.
All right, flag on the play. It's going to end up it'll end up being a hold, I believe. Or was that a personal foul? Anyways, the ball's going to be at the 8-yard line, so 2nd and long for Mingus, and Mingus will run, and Nelson bounds his way forward and actually lands on the would-be tackler to gain a few more yards out there.
Yeah, not a bad pickup.
Nope, 7 yards, and you put the end zone a little farther behind you.
Yeah, but those penalties will kill you, especially on 1st down. Your defense comes up with a huge stop, and as an offensive guy, you really want to capitalize on this.
No doubts, two running backs in the backfield for the Mingus Marauders. 8 men in the box for Mesquite, and there is the handoff. They cut it up. There goes Nelson trying to get to the outside, and almost got away with the breakaway jersey. Gets past the original 1st down marker and brings up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, first contact made there by number 3, Holden Owen. Grabbed the jersey, trying to rip another one of Nelson's jersey, make him use a 3rd number this year.
I'm not that smart. I'm sorry, I'm not that smart.
We're not going to be able to keep up with this if he breaks another one.
No, well, breaking, he did break something. He broke another 100 yards.
There we go.
113 yards in the game for number 34 this time, Nelson. 8 men in the box once again. Zabala's back, looking to throw, throws downfield, and trying to get to Chaz Taylor, who is 1-2-3 triple teamed. Yeah, I think they've seen that perhaps.
Yeah, pressure coming up for Zabala. Does a nice job throwing it out. You know, if Chaz is able to catch up to it, great. If not, don't risk the interception there. No, but Mesquite gets a big stop. They needed that there if they're trying to stay in this ball game. Rodriguez here, hopefully he can send another one down to the coffin corner over here.
Well, this one's a little further since he'll be punting from his own 10-yard line, yes. 2:33 left to go in the third quarter. Mingus leading 21-14, but looking to punt. There's the punt, and this punt not quite as good. That one's not going to make it past the 35-yard line, and that one was squeamish.
Yeah, he's going to want to have that one back.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we get that one back?
All right, not his best punt.
No, definitely not his best punt. The Mingus Marauder defense, whom held, bent but did not break at the 26, gives the ball back. Now has to defend their own goal line from their own 35.
Yeah, so defense right back out on the field after coming up with a huge turnover.
3 and out does not help the defense rest, and here come the Mesquite Wildcats. Trips to the near side, empty backfield again. They put Coleman out at the slot receiver. They put Lester in, and he will run. He'll actually pick it up and take it out of the cornerback's hands, and Mingus will gang tackle and drive him back. But a good forward progress mark out there by the line judges gets him inside the 35 to the 34. They give him 1.
Yeah, nice pursuit from the backside there. Mingus staying in the cutback lane. Lester, shifty out there, tried to sneak past a couple of Mingus guys, unable to do so.
Empty backfield again. Thompson will hold the ball as we have encroachment against the Mingus Marauders. So a free 5 yards. And Thompson's talking to the ref. He goes, don't I get a free play out of that?
Yeah, another penalty against Mingus right here, hurting them. You know, they get the ball after the interception. They come out. First play, they get a penalty, moves them back deep into their own territory. Now they gift Mesquite here a second and short.
9 penalties against the Mingus Marauders out here today. Thompson throws, has a man dropped and then drilled. A double D defense out there for the Mingus Marauders as Machado and Savage hit the would-be receiver. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 now for Mesquite at the Mingus Marauder 26.
Coleman unable to hang on right there. If he does hang on, that's a first down for Mesquite, but it brings up another 3rd down for them.
Empty backfield again. Thompson looking that same way, and he will have the first down. Mingus will cover it up, but he does get enough for the first down out there. Just throwing up underneath, taking what they give you. Norson, the freshman, moves the chains for the 4th time in this game.
Yeah, you know, a lot of trust with the sophomore quarterback to the freshman wide receiver there. They got a nice connection, and then Mesquite fans got to be looking forward to that for the next few years. They go back to the same play, and another 6-yard gain with the forward progress there, and they're just marching right down the field with a couple hitch patterns.
Well, back and forth, and Mesquite will do that. They will pick on the same play over and over again. 2nd and, well, they give him 5. 2nd and 5 with an empty backfield once again. Thompson back, looking for somewhere to go. Throws across the middle, and it is. Is that caught in the middle for a touchdown? It is. Holy cow, how did Coleman come down with that between the 2 Mingus Marauder red jerseys out there?
Yeah, that is one of the better catches you're going to see all year. But another ineligible man downfield for Mesquite, and that's going to bring back a touchdown. And I mean, that was, again, excellent throw. I can't believe I don't know how he caught that. 2 Mingus defenders right there.
Holy cow.
Mingus fortunate that it gets called back, and got a couple upset Mesquite coaches on the sideline over there.
Yeah, that one's tough. I'll tell you, any pass play where he's been in the backfield by himself for longer than about 3 seconds. Apparently, somebody is straying past a point where the lineman believes that it is downfield. So 2nd and 10, Mingus catches a break.
Yeah.
Mesquite, a heartbreak on their end. Empty backfield once again at the 25-yard line of the Mingus Marauders. As Thompson throws, he's got his receiver for a first down. It's going to be Coleman once again right at the marker.
Yeah, the sure-handed Coleman coming up clutch for Mesquite there. And they are working that that left side of the field. You know, they're just keep continuing to throw it over there. You know, if it's broke, don't fix it, and that's Mesquite's motto. We'll see. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they try a little pump fake that way and come back over here to the right side of the field.
Thompson, he's going to run this one. It's a planned run for sure, and Mingus able to cover it up, but that was a good call on Mesquite's part as they'll get down close to another first down inside the Mingus Marauder 5.
Yeah, Mesquite's been spreading Mingus out all night. You know, again, low snap, acts like he's coming up to throw, tucks it right away and picks up a first down. And I believe we have...
No, they're going to call it short. Just short.
Just short.
Inches short. Yeah. However, we're going to get a timeout on the field, or no? No. Somebody's coming. Oh, quarterback's coming over to get the play. And he is not supposed to actually go off the field. But nonetheless, second and short. The ball at the 4-yard line. Mingus with 40 seconds left in the third quarter trying to resist the Mesquite Wildcats. They're leading 21-14. Mesquite trying to tie it up, and they give the ball to Coleman, and Coleman gets eaten up by Mingus Marauders everywhere. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, that was a huge play from Mingus right there. They had a third and a couple inches, and they lose a yard. So now this brings up a big third down. I'm surprised Mesquite didn't just go with the quick quarterback keeper that they've been running successfully tonight. You know, they got the big Thompson back there. All you got to do is fall forward. But credit to Mingus defense right there, sticking them in the hole. And now this brings up a big third down. Is this? Well, we'll go to break here.
We will indeed. That's the end of the third quarter. So Mingus keeps their lead through the third quarter, 21-14. But they'll be facing a third and about 4 from their own 4-yard line when we return to Mingus after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Conoco fuel with your Kickback Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone.
At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Brothers!
Third and 2, maybe third and 3 as Mingus starts to jump out. The quarterback lead blocks out there for Coleman, who picks up the first down to the goal line. When do you see your quarterback lead block for your running back?
Yeah, they go a little Wildcat there, and and they're going wild, continuing to stick with the Wildcat. Thompson's not out there. They go same exact play, and Coleman walks into the end zone untouched, and so Mesquite throws a new look at Mingus that they haven't seen all night. They go Coleman with the Wildcat, and number 3 Holden Owen in the backfield as the lead blocker, and catches Mingus off guard there. And now it's 21-20 score, and depending on if this kick goes in, we got another tie ball game.
Fourth quarter just underway. We've been tied. If they get this extra point, this will be the third time we're tied. It has been back and forth. Heavyweights going blow for blow out here. The kicker, Wuchik, kicks, and it is up, and it is good. He found it inside that left upright to tie it up. 11:48. Mingus will get the ball back with the kick return coming up in the fourth quarter after this.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
All tied up here at Mingus Union High School, the 4:48 underway. Mingus had a third, actually was defensing a 3rd and 2.5 from their own 6-yard line. 2 plays later, Mesquite ties it up 21-21. Mingus will get the ball back. We told you this was going to be a dogfight. Both of Mesquite's previous games have been dogfights. This was going to be a real test for the Mingus Marauders, a team coming down from 5A into 4A, coming up here for the first time. Mingus looking to get the ball back, and it is going to be an onside kick, and it is going to be recovered by Mesquite if it went 10 yards.
Yeah, that was real close. And Coach Ortiz is talking with the ref, the line judge over here, and it could have gone either way. It was really close, really close.
So the onside,
to going 10 yards.
Yeah, the onside kick. They claim that it was touched and brought back across the 50 for an easy recovery out there, and so Mingus puts its defense out there once again, and you can feel the tide switching for Mesquite. Mingus has got to toughen up defensively and get that momentum back.
Yeah, Mingus not expecting. I wasn't expecting that onside either. Gutsy play call from Mesquite right there.
Coleman with the carry and very quickly brought down by Kendrew Streck, who has been a Coleman missile most of the day.
Yeah, now this is an important series right here for the defense. They just out on the field for a while, come right back out. Important to stay focused. Still a ton of time left in this game. That could catch anybody off guard with that onside kick. But you got to focus on what the task at hand, and that's stopping Mesquite right here.
Trips to the near side, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throws, has a receiver caught, knocked out of bounds, but not before Coleman picks up 12 yards and another first down.
Yep, and that connection has just been pretty much automatic all night for Thompson to Coleman, and now we have a Mingus player down. I don't have a number on him yet. Hopefully he'll be okay.
We're checking out there as the Mingus staff goes out to look at that player for the Mingus Marauders. And this is where I'm hoping this is a cramp.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to just be able to walk this one off. And there are holding the cleat, maybe stretching the calf out like it might be a cramp. We'll see. Still unable to see a number on who's down for us. So as soon as we get that information, we'll let everybody know.
Well, we're going to give them a little privacy. We'll take a quick break here from Mingus Union High School. Tied up 21-21. Fourth quarter action. A little better than 11 minutes left to go in the game. We're back after this.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.
There's the red zone here at Mingus Union High School as they're cheering for Griffin as he gets up and walks off his own power. And I believe that when you're holding your foot that's because your calf muscle will not let you bend your ankle.
Yeah, that's never a good feeling.
No, that one hurts. Those are the same. Out there on the field, it's the same thing that wakes you up in the middle of the night.
Oh, man, it's tough.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
That's probably going to happen to me tonight now that you jinxed it.
Oh, gosh, I hope not.
Great.
No, and if it does, don't call me.
I'll be calling for my mom.
First down at the Mingus Marauder 39-yard line. And Mingus at least had a little bit of a break, but they have to replace a defensive end out there. So Gabe Meyer will take that defensive end position. And we've got Hayden on the near side. 4 down linemen defensively. Mingus trying to rush the quarterback. They do get him to move as he rushes downfield, has some open territory, and is taken down by Matthew. Takes his legs out, but he picks up 13 yards and a first down.
Yeah, that's the first time tonight we've seen Thompson, really bust out of the pocket and go upfield, not on a designed run. And he can move a little bit. I thought Matthew might have been able to, at the first side of that tackle, the ball popped out, but it looked like to be just a foot going in the air.
Empty backfield once again. This is what they did at Campo Verde, looking to throw. They throw real quickly. It's caught. Might even be for a loss. Lester goes down for the ball, does make the catch, and they're going to mark him right back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Thompson kind of just throws it at his feet. Not much he could do right there. So that brings up 2nd and 10. And Thompson alone in the backfield. Shotgun formation here.
There's the snap. Looking to the right side. Has a man. It's thrown in. He's hit just as the ball gets there. This one they call incomplete as the timing was apparently appropriate. Earlier today it was not. That's going to bring up a big 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Fanning really doing an excellent job breaking on the ball tonight. He seems to be, when that ball's in the air, he seems to be all over it. And just a real ball magnet tonight. And they're going to be going to the air again here. So we'll see. He's going to have to come up with another big play.
That's quite an arm Thompson has. From the near hash mark to throw to the far side of the field. That's a long throw for a short pass.
Yeah, he's got a little cannon on him there and zip that over there. I thought maybe Fanny might have been able to pick it off, but does an excellent job coming up and tipping the ball away.
Lester in the backfield, and they put a man in motion, and they do hand it off. Coleman coming around looking to throw, puts the ball up into double coverage out there for the Mingus Marauders, and it's tipped and caught. Mingus coming out with it. And the INT for the Marauders, and the return out there, I believe it is going to be Taylor with the interception out there, and he'll get the ball back out to the 25-yard line.
And a tip ball over there. Chaz in the perfect position, catches it. Excellent return, but it looks like we might have a block in the back at the end of the return, and gonna back Mingus up if that is the call. Refs are getting together, discussing it here.
Well, the return will go for 24 yards, less the penalty. Yep, and I believe your call is correct with the block in the back. And that'll back up Mingus. However, most importantly, they do get the ball back. They end the drive, 21-21 our tie.
Yeah, and credit to the defense. They're out on the field. They give up a score, and then Mesquite comes right back with a huge onside kick. Mingus defense has to come right back out on the field, and they hold them, force another turnover. Now 2 interceptions for this Mingus defense. But again, halfway through this fourth quarter, you got to be as sharp as you can.
So now 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 3. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got a scramble. Flag thrown. Almost an acrobatic catch out there by Streck. But it's going to be a hold against the Mingus Marauders. Now, this will give a choice out here to Mesquite and make it, if they don't take the penalty, then I assume Mingus would be, they're going to decline the penalty, I would imagine, and force Mingus into a 4th and 8.
Yeah, this is, you would think that would be the case there, and yes, they do decline it, so it does bring up 4th down. And I mean, Coach Ortiz had Zabala right next to him, but they are going to bring out the punt team, and in this situation you have to do it. You can't go for it right here. There's a ton of time left in this ball game. 8.5 minutes. Score knotted up at 21. Trust your defense. Your defense just came off of a big stop. Let them have another go at it.
Mesquite doesn't put anybody back, and the punt comes to the near sideline, goes out of bounds. Interesting at the Mingus Marauder 35-yard line. So once again, not a particularly successful punt out there. Now, why wouldn't you boot it deep when Mesquite doesn't put anybody back?
I think maybe he was trying to, and it came off the foot a little funky.
Maybe so.
Yeah, that's so Mesquite just gifted here some just perfect field position at the 35-yard line of Mingus. And offense had a little time to rest up there, and so now this is a huge opportunity for the Mingus defense to make a big game-changing play here.
Well, they just did, gave the ball back to the offense, and unfortunately the 3 and out. The Coleman on the Wildcat is run down by, hey, guess what number?
Yeah, 4-4.
Yep, 4-4 takes down 4 for a loss of 1, and they come right back out in the Wildcat out here. Now the quarterback will come back out for a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, they had success close to the goal line, but right here, Mingus ready for it. They see Thompson's not in the backfield, so really, there's only one thing they're going to do, then that's going to be a run.
4 receivers to the far side. They throw the little bubble screen out there, and he loses the ball. Mingus picks it up, and the fumble recovery out there. Streck forces the fumble, and Colby Fanning his 2nd takeaway of the game, the fumble recovery.
Yeah, and just Fanning a ball magnet tonight. Everywhere that ball is, just seems to always be getting a hand on it. But how about Streck flying to this ball, not giving up on the play, and boop, pops it out. And that would have been something if Fanning would have been able to run that back. Just fortunate enough for it to bounce right up there, and does an excellent job holding on to it. And now we'll see if the Mingus offense can take advantage of the turnover.
All right, so Streck gets the forced fumble, and Colby Fanning gets the fumble recovery and a return of about 5 yards. Zabala in the backfield by himself, throws downfield, and it is almost picked off by 2 Mesquite's Wildcats. The second one, the Clinton, what a layout for that one.
Number 7, so he had Henderson going over the middle first. Looks like it might have just skidded off the top of his fingertips, and then, that was, who was that? That was Cameron Clinton in the back end almost bringing it in. So we had, along with Streck there, 3 guys who almost had a chance at it, and now it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Mingus. They're going for it right there, trying to hit Streck over the middle for the big play after the turnover.
Yeah, trying to get that momentum tidal wave. 7:30 left to go in the game. Still tied up 21-21. 2nd and 10 for Mingus. They hand off. Nelson bounces off of 1, gets tackled forward for another 2 yards. And Nelson has just been a pinball out there today.
Yeah, he's getting. I'm sure he's got a lot of, paint chips taken out of the helmet tonight. That was just excellent defensive line play right there from the Wildcats, and now we'll see what Coach Ortiz has here for this 3rd and long. Now we got Zabala in the backfield discussing the play with Nelson. Nelson lines up to his right side. We got trips to the right side of the field, and whistles blowing. Is it
illegal shift?
Illegal. Did you see a flag thrown?
No, I heard a whistle.
Just the whistles. Okay.
Yeah.
So and now that right there, this has been what's been killing Mingus all night. They have themselves in a 3rd and manageable position. Now the 3rd and 7 goes to a 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 here, and they're just making it harder on themselves.
Clock becoming a major issue out here as Mingus struggles to be able to move the ball. 4 receivers to the right-hand side. Zabala comes to the near side, looking to throw, has a wide open receiver, out of bounds. Mestis out of bounds. Did he get to the first down marker or not, though? And that is an interesting spot. They mark him back at the 41.5-yard line, which would make him short. So do you go for it at this point?
Yeah, I think Coach Ortiz is definitely going to go for this right here. Surprised, no talk of measurement.
Well, you take the measurement, I would think, and then at least you give your offense a rest time here. Mingus over center. There's the snap. There's the pitch. It's on the ground. As he picks it up, it goes forward. Did he get the first down? Holy cow. Did Nelson actually get this done on his own?
Wow.
First down.
What a bullet dodge there from this Mingus offense. Just a pitch mishandled by Nelson. How about the wherewithal to pick it up, know where he's at on the field, and just get just enough for the first down. And, wow, that could have been bad.
How do you score that? Fumble and fumble recovery?
Wow.
No. Holy cow. So he gets his own fumble and somehow finds his way down the near sideline to pick up the first down. Holy cow. Mingus with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line, 6:19 on the clock. There's the handoff. Nelson caught in the backfield, changes directions, and Zabala goes out to block for him. He breaks a tackle, another one, and then dives forward past the 40-yard line. Zabala should not be blocking out there, but it's hard to stop the young man. He loves to play the sport. 17 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that was just Nelson finally being able to get in some open field, and you see what he's able to do. Makes one man miss, and picks up a huge gain to keep this Mingus drive going. And as that clock ticks, Mingus right here would love to go down the field, take as much clock off, and be able to score.
39-yard line. One back in the backfield out there for the Mingus Marauders. And
there's the snap, and it's a handoff to Nelson up the middle, and looked like he was going to be able to bounce it to the outside, but brought down by big number 51 of Mesquite. That right there, that is, let me get a name for you, that was Jamie Barraza.
One of the captains.
Yes, and now that brings up 2nd and 8.
All right, 2nd and 8 now. Mingus with the ball. Approaching 5 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8 from the Mesquite 37-yard line. And 2 backs in the backfield. There goes Nelson. He's got a first down and more as he winds his way over a blocker, rolls over the top of him like he's doing jiu-jitsu, and is able to pick up the first down. Give him a 9 on the carry.
Yeah, and we had a collision there in the middle of the field with a Mesquite player and a ref. Ref went down, Mesquite player went down. Both guys come up. Good to see. And now Mingus threatening to score here.
Ball just outside the red zone at the 24-yard line. The clock stops at 5:02 with the chains moving. They're going to get the clock rolling. They're not going to get the clock rolling. Maybe they're giving the ref just an extra tick there. There we go. Now the clock's rolling. Blenars comes over for trips on the near side with Mestis and Streck. You've got Nelson in the backfield, Taylor on the far side. Mestis goes in to motion. There goes Nelson. Nelson runs over his would-be blocker. That would be Taylor on the far side of the field. Runs over a would-be tackler and a would-be blocker for 11 yards. And the little train that could is finding lots of track out here.
Yeah, it seems as he's getting stronger as the game's going on, as they keep feeding him the ball. He's just getting more hungry for that end zone. And we haven't seen him in the end zone tonight. That's that's something that hasn't been the case in the first 2 weeks.
No, he's got 48 points in the first 2 weeks. He has not found pay dirt out here yet today.
Leading the 4A in touchdowns and in points.
Got a tight end to the far side for the Mingus Marauders. Defensively, they shift. There goes Nelson up underneath, and he'll get a couple, making it second and they're only going to give him 1. 2nd and 9 from the 14-yard line, approaching 4 minutes left to go in the game.
And it looks like Nelson's going to come off for a little breather here. Well-deserved.
32 carries in the game for 166 yards. Fanning will come in. Fanning's got 2 takeaways in the game so far. 2 backs in the backfield, Blenars and Fanning. Fanning will take it up the middle, runs into a blocker, rolls forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Give him 4, and it is now 3rd and 5 from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that's something Fanning will do. He'll come in there and give Nelson a break, and he's going to run. Fanning's going to run just as hard, and usually when he's falling down, he's always falling forward for that extra yard or 2.
Both of those runners low to the ground. That certainly helps. 3:10 left to go in the game. 21-21. Mingus threatening at the 8-yard line. 3rd and a long 5. There's the snap. Antoine breaks to the near side, looking to run, and could have gotten the first down. Knocked out of bounds at about the 5-yard line, and it's going to be short. 4th and 2 for the Mingus Marauders. What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do here? There, it looks like Coach Ortiz is going to keep the offense out on the field, or maybe not, maybe a timeout. I don't know. It looks like they want to talk about this.
I would. This would be a great time for a timeout. I need a timeout.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my heart medication. 21-21, 2:57 left to go in the game here at Mingus. Mingus and Mesquite all knotted up. It'll be 4th and 2 when we come back.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Well, this is the most important play of the game, Carson.
Yeah, you can say that again.
This is the most important play of the game, Carson. 4th and 2 from the Mesquite 5-yard line. Mingus driving. 2:57 left to go in the game. Tied up at 21-21. Chaz Taylor up to the top of the field all by himself. The ball to the near hash mark. They're going to move Nelson over to the left-hand side. 3 receivers to the right-hand side, the short side of the field. Here goes Zabala. He cuts it up underneath, keeps it himself to the goal line, and no call. Where's the call? Somebody make a call, please.
Definitely got the first down, though.
Yes, thank you. All right, they mark him short. They mark him short just outside of the end zone, and Zabala, who we've seen him limp off the field several times, finds the energy, the strength to actually pick up the first down on the keeper. The pitch out there to Nelson is what they were showing. That was the fake.
Yeah, that and Mingus has had success with that. Even when they've fumbled it, they've had success. Zabala, just a gamer. He's out there. He's hurt. A lot of these guys out there banged up, but they're playing hard. This is what you live for right here. This is what high school football is all about.
And the flag is thrown for delay of game. A delay of game penalty with 2:11 left to go, and Mingus will back up 5. So now it'll be 1st and goal from the 6-yard line instead of 1st and goal from inside the 1.
That is just a penalty you can't have right there.
No, that's definitely an oops, without a doubt. But nonetheless, it could work out to Mingus's favor because you could chew more clock that way, honestly. One back in the backfield. They give it to Nelson. Nelson around the corner. He gets a little and then gets stuffed right at about the 5-yard line. So he takes a beating for 1 yard out there. And we have a timeout on the field. Wildcats starting to use their timeout. 1:54 left to go in the game, 21-21. Holy cow, we'll take a break. We're back at Mingus right after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Well, with the teams not out there, we can see the ball is inside the 5, closer to the 4.5-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Mingus Marauders, 21-21. Okay, you had made mention the Wildcats have 2 timeouts left. I think Mingus has 2 timeouts left as well.
Oh no, Mingus has one timeout. They used that one early in the start of the second half.
Right you are.
Yep.
All right, so Mingus lines up. They've got a tight end to the near side, 1 receiver to the near side. There's the snap, and the quarterback keeps it himself, and forward he goes, and ouch. And he goes down to the 5-yard line.
You know, and that looked like Nelson and Zabala had a little bit of miscommunication there. I think Nelson was expecting the handoff. Zabala decides to keep it and go up the middle, and now we got I mean, you know, we thought that last third down was the biggest play of the game. This now crucial third. I mean, this, and now is it now 4-down territory? You don't get it here. Do you kick it with a minute 47 left?
Well, the only good part about that is the Wildcats have now taken their second timeout, so they only have 1. However, the Wildcats have shown that they can move the ball down the field relatively quickly. They can get the ball out of bounds. They throw the ball, and they throw the ball well. So with, a minute 47 left in the game at this particular point, even though they only have 1 timeout left, you start to wonder whether or not the Wildcats could have, 42 plays. You know what I mean? I mean, they're extremely efficient. I will tip my hat to them. They are well disciplined and extremely efficient out here.
Yeah.
3rd and goal now. 1:47 left to go. Mingus, 1 receiver up to the top. Zabala in the backfield with Nelson. There's the handoff. It's the sweep. Nelson cuts it up underneath, driving his feet down to the end zone, and they mark him just inside the 1. And a timeout is taken by the Wildcats. They take their final timeout of the game. The ball is inside the 1 once again. We're going to take a quick break. We'll return to Mingus right after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Well, this is why you get paid the big bucks.
That's right.
Coming down to make this decision here. 4th and goal. Do you kick and go for the field goal? Do you go for it on 4th down, 4th and inches? And you do set up to go for the field goal out here. So Rodriguez, you got Antoine Zabala, the holder. Rodriguez, the kicker. 1:36 left to go in the game. This could be the go-ahead field goal for the game. There's the snap. Down, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Mingus takes the lead 24-21 with 1:31 left to go in the game. All right, now we're going to keep it here.
Yep.
We're going to keep it here. So, obviously, you got to kick off.
Yeah.
And now the Wildcats used all of their timeouts, which I think was actually relatively smart.
Yeah, you had to. That Mingus had the chance right there. If they didn't use the timeouts, could have ran it all the way down. You have to give yourself a chance to get the football back. And they do that. And I like the decision from Coach Ortiz there, going with Rodriguez for the kick. You know, he's 3 for 3 extra points tonight. That was just like an extra point. Right down the middle. Great snap, great hold from Chaz. Everything worked out great. And now you send this deep. You try to hold them back inside, the 20. It'd be nice if you get this in the end zone. Don't even give them a chance to return it. But we have to remember Mesquite does have a kicking game, respectable kicking game. So if you're Mingus, you're not wanting to play a huge prevent here. You're still wanting to play, tied up on your defender. You don't want to get beat deep. But, you still want to play your game. Don't get out of what's gotten you to this point. And, if you're getting your money's worth tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Here.
Oh.
This is some great high school football. Great high school football.
This is just great football.
Yeah.
I don't care the level. This is just great football. This is what the sport's all about.
Yep.
Rodriguez approaches the ball. And he will kick it. It'll pop up near side. It'll land at about the 30. Takes a Mingus Marauder bounce. And it could be a Mingus Marauder recovery. It is. It is.
Whoa. Let's see. We got a scrum.
Mingus comes up with the ball.
Who is that? Is that Fanning who got it? Oh, he's all over the place.
And, here comes the flags. Here comes the flags, and that will be celebration and probably unsportsmanlike for throwing the helmet. But,
how about this? How about Rodriguez starting last game against Sholo with just an excellent, excellent kick and ends this, or game's not over yet, but just a perfectly placed ball. Takes a Mingus bounces backwards away from the Mesquite defenders, and Fanning, who's been around the ball all night, comes up with it, and just an unbelievable end to this football game. I mean, it's not over yet, but just wow.
Unbelievable as well. So for our radio listeners, the ball was kicked at the 40. The ball lands down at the 28-yard line.
Yep.
And imagine a football that actually lands and then bounces back. I want you to imagine English on a golf ball that hits the green and rolls backward. That's exactly what he did. I have no idea how he did that. No idea. I wish I could take credit for teaching him that, honestly. Holy cow, that was unbelievable. And then Fanning gets down there. You get Blenar's down there. You get Fanning down there. Fanning comes up with the ball.
Yeah, I just unbelievable, and for Rodriguez to gets called upon to kick the game win or the go-ahead field goal with a minute and a half left, right down the middle, and he's had some, he had a great punt and then followed it up with a couple of punts that were just not his best, but for Coach Ortiz to stay with him, the confidence he has in his players, the confidence Rodriguez had in himself. And then just, he's throwing darts out there with these kickoffs, and
better than darts, horseshoes.
It's spectacular. What a football game.
Mingus in the victory formation. They've just got to kneel it down one more time out here to go 3-0 on the season, beating the Wildcats from Mesquite in their first ever meeting between these two squads. There's the snap and the kneel down. And they will give the ball back to the umpire out here as they start the congratulations. What a heartfelt game by both squads out here. And Antoine Zabala comes off, trying to get the student section just absolutely up in a roar. Mingus will win this one 24-21. Cannon is coming up in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Mingus has got to get back on the 50. Come on, show some sportsmanship, guys. Get out here on the 50 and shake hands. This was a great game. I hope we play Mesquite every single time.
Yeah, Mesquite came out here, battled. All 3 of their games this year have just been dogfights. And they came out, gave Mingus everything they wanted and then some. And just fun game to call with you, Jackie. That was great.
Back-to-back 3-point losses for the Mesquite Wildcats. I'll tell you what, undeserved. This squad came out, they left it on the field. What a phenomenal future for this Mesquite squad. Mingus able to come down with the last minute field goal to win this one. We're going to get into our Ghettos High Desert Mechanical Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing post-game report. Oh, it's going to be fun. We'll catch you on the other side of this commercial break right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Hi, I'm Crazy Tony, and the reason I'm here today is to explain to you what Crazy Tony's markets are all about. We offer the same amenities as other gas stations and convenience stores. What sets us apart is what we do with our profits. We are going to make a difference in this valley. We will be supporting local nonprofits and missions, and we will also be supporting youth programs. So come on by at Crazy Tony's. We have 3 convenient locations. Together we can make a difference. Have a great day and be safe.
Since 1925, Tiffany Construction has worked with developers and local and federal government to build, expand, and improve infrastructure, roads, drainage systems, and subdivisions. From concept to completion, the Tiffany Construction team provides a full complement of construction services and state-of-the-art delivery methods customized to fit your needs and budget. They're Arizona's longest tenured family-owned and operated civil contractor and proudly serving the Verde Valley since 1991. Tiffany Construction, knowledge and experience to bring your project to reality.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
You got into a car accident. Well, now you got to put that behind you. It's in the past, and it's because you made the right choice. You had ABC Body Shop tow the vehicle. They help with your insurance company, arrange for a rental car, and the car looks fantastic. They cleaned it inside and out and even took care of the tow. ABC Body Shop is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Best of all, they care about their customers. They're located on Cherry Street in Cottonwood. Aren't you glad you chose ABC Body Shop? Call them at 928-634-6442.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. There's a simpler way to buy tires at Tire Pros.
We're hassle-free, guaranteed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Welcome to the Postgame Report, brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical, Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. Stick around for the game recap, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. And now let's head back to the press box. Here's your announcers, Jackie Bessler and Carson Sandoval.
Actually, I like to be out in that big sea of red right now. That has got to be one hyped up location. Mingus comes away with a huge victory, 24-21. I know that sign right there is hush.
Yeah, it's
that's from Coach Ortiz. That's hush. Oh my goodness! Inside the huddle, if you're watching Verde Valley TV, the Mingus Marauders victorious 24-21. A last-minute victory on a 17-yard field goal. Yes, that is less than a PAT attempt.
Yeah, sometimes that could be even more, nerve-wracking. You really don't practice those short ones like that. It's usually a PAT distance and out. But, credit to Rodriguez, man. He's got the golden foot right now.
Holy cow. Well, the Mingus Marauders scored first a 26-yard pass to Mestis, his only catch of the game, and his first touchdown at the varsity level. Rodriguez added the extra point. 5 minutes left to go. It was tied up, a 15-yard slant from Thompson to Henderson. Wojcik with the extra point. It was 7-7. At the end of the first quarter, a 30-yard field goal attempt by Mingus missed. That was huge.
Yeah, it was.
Second quarter. Here come the Mesquite Wildcats. They take the lead. A 3-yard keeper by Thompson with the extra point made it 14-0. 22 seconds left. What a pressure situation as Zabala finds Taylor in the corner for 11-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good, and it was tied up 14-14 at halftime. Third quarter, guess what? Mingus scores first. 5:53 left to go in the first quarter. A 15-yard pass to Taylor in the corner, same play. Rodriguez added the extra point. It was 21-14. Fourth quarter action, just under 12 minutes. In fact, the first play, if you will, of the fourth quarter. A 1-yard bolt by Coleman out of the Wildcat, and Wojcik added the extra point, and we were tied up at 21-21. Back and forth we went. Then with 1:31 left to go in the game, a 17-yard field goal out there by Rodriguez made it 24-21, and then the nearly impossible happened. The nearly impossible happened out there. The kick that worked out to be an onside kick, going 30 yards downfield, hit, stuck, bounced back, and Blenars had a shot at it. Colby Fanning came up with it out of the bottom of the pile, giving the Mingus Marauders possession, able to just eat out the clock at that point because the Wildcats had used up all of their timeouts on trying to stop the final drive for the Mingus Marauders.
Yeah, so to not even give, Mesquite, who was moving the ball pretty well, and they got some guys on the outside who can make plays. Thompson can really spin it. For Mingus to not even give him a chance, just rip the heart out of Mesquite, really. And it's a huge play. It's one of the, biggest plays you're going to see all year. That was excellent. Excellent job by Mingus. Special teams, special teams, most important part of the game, and they were better. Mingus was better at it tonight.
No doubts about it. We're going to take a break here from Mingus Union High School. When we come back, we're going to go through individual stats, players of the game here at the Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing post-game report from Mingus Union High School. We're back right after this.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Tandy, owners of Taylor Waste.
We're the last local garbage company homegrown in the Verde Valley.
And we want to be your first choice for residential and small business garbage service.
Get a free month service when you make the switch to Taylor Waste.
And enjoy monthly service as low as $14 per month.
Visit TaylorWaste.com for more information.
Or to start service, call Taylor Waste at 649-2662.
Taylor Waste, service tailored to your needs.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet, just off Highway 260 next to Walmart, or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel. The perfect place to eat. The perfect place to party. The perfect place to laugh. The perfect place to bowl. The perfect place to play.
People always ask us what makes us different than other car dealers. Being different is a simple idea. We believe that everybody deserves to drive a nicer, newer car. That belief drives the entire team at Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram to care more, try harder, and work smarter. We're dedicated to helping you find or fix the perfect car for your life and budget. Whatever it is keeping you from driving the car you want, we'll guarantee that we'll try our best to help you. We're Oxendale Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and we're a dealer for you. Visit our showroom in Cottonwood this weekend or see all the deals at mattsays.yes.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back here at Mingus Union High School, home of the Marauders. The Marauders victorious here tonight, 24-21. What a phenomenal victory right at the end of the game. A late field goal seals it for the Mingus Marauders. Well, actually not. Then the kickoff and the recovery for the Mingus Marauders actually seals the victory. What a great game to call.
Oh, it was so much fun up here. That's, that's great football. Just excellent football, fun. Crowd was into it. Both, Mesquite brought a lot of people here. Their crowd was all into it. Of course, we had our student section going crazy. It was just the atmosphere was everything you could want at a high school football game. It was great. We
have seen 3 games in a row where both teams have put everything out on the field. I mean, great efforts on the field. I'm surprised the kids have the energy to walk off the field at the end of the game. They have just put so much into it. Ty Thompson, this kid's a sophomore. Holy cow, this is going to be for real. This kid's offensive line was phenomenal. He never was touched when he didn't want to get touched.
Yeah, only one time he really had to scramble away, and as a bigger kid, he could still move pretty quick, and Mesquite's got a bright future with him at the helm. 229
passing yards out there for the quarterback from Mesquite, as he ended up 23 of 35. In the game, he ends up with 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown in the game. In the air, on the ground, Chandler Coleman. This is not something he's used to. 16 carries, 36 yards. Now, he did get yardage in the air. He got over another 80 yards receiving the ball, but he's not used to being able to held to that on the ground. Overall, 22 carries for Mesquite, and they end up with 77 yards total. In the air receiving, Cole Lester, number 5, 10 receptions out there, 60 yards, and a forced fumble right at the end of the game, which was absolutely huge for the Mingus Marauders. Offensively here tonight, Antoine Zabala ends up, he ends up with 9 for 16, in the game, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Yes, Alex Nelson does get his 3rd game in a row with 100-plus rushing yards, 34 carries, 131 yards. Did not find the end zone here tonight. That is a victory for Mesquite. Chaz Taylor, 2 receptions, 26 yards, both of them touchdowns. Kendrew Streck had 4 receptions in the first half. Mestis ended up with a touchdown reception in the game as well. Mingus ends up with, on the ground, 173 total yards on 44 carries. Holy cow, this has been phenomenal. It doesn't get any easier. On the road to Seton coming up next week, our first road game at a ranked team. So we got to go on the road, get on a bus, and then go play a contender out there, which is absolutely phenomenal. You got scores for us? See what else is going on?
Yeah, so the Seton Catholic actually leading the Xavier Saints 32-13 in the 4th quarter. So that's winding down there. Looks like the Seton Catholic's going to hold on to win that game. But going across the Grand Canyon region, Bradshaw beating up on Yonkers 54-14. Mojave loses a tight one 21-35 to Lake Havasu. Flag defeats Dysart 28-7, and Prescott puts a whooping on Moon Valley 30-0.
Oh, that makes sense. Prescott upset. Their last game got rained out in Tucson. They had to reschedule the Canyon Del Oro game. I was really wondering what was gonna happen with that one. Hey, Ghetto's High Desert Mechanical. Heating, cooling, and plumbing post-game report. Don't forget, winter is actually around the corner, believe it or not. You want to get your heating system checked out now before it starts to dip, and then you're like, oh my gosh, it's cold in here. Oh, where's my heat? Oh, my heat doesn't work. Take care of that now when you're going to get into the decent temperature changes, so you don't have to worry about it in the future. And, of course, you can also talk to them about plumbing. Want to thank our producer, Ryan Nichols, on the board for radio here tonight, Steve Endicott, our camera crew, John Stabe, Ruben Koyance, and Nick Yatsenko, keeping us on the air with Verde Valley TV. Players of the game, Army Strong players of the game. Who do you like offensively?
Offensively, I like Zabala. 2 touchdowns, beautiful throws, too. Not just, any wide open throws. No, he had to put it right where he needed to, and he did so. Also, 0 interceptions for the second game in a row, and that's really something that he should be proud of. This, offense and the offensive line should be proud of. And speaking of offensive line, I think they honorable mention tonight for those guys.
No doubt. 171 yards on the ground. Thank you to Ivan Martinez, Gabe Myers, Christian Ruiz, Ryan Griffin, and Zachary Zero Moreno. Your offensive line for the Mingus Marauders, they ran the ball when they had to run the ball, when everybody in the stadium knew they had to run the ball, when everybody in the state of Arizona knew they had to run the ball. They ran the ball and were able to run the ball.
Yeah.
And, that is key and crucial. Defensively, who do you like?
Defensively, I'm going to have to go with Fanning. He was all over the field tonight, had, I think, 3 pass deflections. Came up with a big play, even on special teams, came up with a huge play, interception. He was all over the field tonight, and I go with an honorable mention of Kendrew Streck, because he was beating up on those Mesquite running backs all night.
Coleman held to 36 yards, 77 yards on the ground total, and that was mostly Streck and Tyson Savage out there. I'll tell you what, keeping that running game to a minimum, forcing them to throw the ball, which they were actually effective with, not a bad thing. Special teams, I'll tell you, it is tough when you are a kicker at Mingus and you got to come out and make that. It's a short field goal, but you got to make it, especially when you missed one earlier in the game.
Yeah.
And you got to make this one for the possible win, and then I don't know how you get a backspin on a kickoff. I don't know how you do that, but you get that in a position. You give your team an opportunity to win, and Rodriguez just absolutely phenomenal. Did everything he could to make his team win tonight.
Rodriguez, man, you can't say any more about him. Last week, perfect. Tonight, had a couple punts and a missed field goal that were a little bit shaky, but when Mingus needed him most is when he stepped up, and big-time players make big-time plays, and Rodriguez has proven himself to be one.
You make the last-second field goal. I completely forgot about the punts.
Yeah, right, I know.
That's what happens. That's what happens. Well, it's a wrap. The Mingus Marauders go to 3-0. It looks like Bradshaw is going to be another Grand Canyon region team that is 3-0 as well. On the road for our first road game. You can catch it on the air at AM 1600, 96.3 FM, and you can watch it live on Suddenlink Channel 2, Cable 1, Channel 56, YouTube /Verde Valley TV. Till next Friday on the road, we bid you adieu. Good night.
This has been the Post-Game Report, brought to you by Gettles High Desert Mechanical Heating, AC, and Plumbing Specialist, online at GettlesHDM.com. We'll return next week for exciting Mingus Marauder football action on KYBC 96.3 FM, online at MyRadioPlace.com, or Verde Valley TV, Cable 1, Channel 56, Suddenlink Channel 2.
The challenges facing the country never stop. So neither does the U.S. Army. We train, adapt, and get smarter. Every soldier, every unit, every day. Not to keep up with change, but to drive it. Nobody knows what problems tomorrow will bring, but we do know who will solve them.